Hello, hello. There we go. Sorry, I apparently had my mic unmuted this whole time. Usually I try to mute it before I'm starting. Also, is this a little loud? It feels a little loud. Wow, you really gotta drag this, like, down. Let's see if that works. I'll set it to 50. Let's see if that seems fine. And yeah, sorry, I was gonna do some Xenoblade, and I've been off for a week. It's been a bit of a rough week IRL, particularly work-related. I'm gonna... Why is Fallout being so loud? It shouldn't be this loud. Bring it down to here. It's all quite quiet, yeah. I've got Fallout down to like 30 on my volume mixer right now, which is like really low. But yeah, I think maybe this menu just might not be like tied to the main volume settings. I think it might just be running at the flat volume level. Because my mic is like almost touching the red line on my capture software. So like if I turn my mic up actually my mic's actually as far up as it can go, to be fair. It is already at 0 decibel reduction. So yeah, I don't think I can turn my mic up any louder than this, and I've already got Fallout at a minus 14 decibel and then 30% of its normal volume on top of that. So I'm thinking the main menu might just be a little weird. But yeah, I was going to do some Xenoblade. Sorry, I took some time off this week. It's been a bit of a rough week as far as IRL stuff, particularly work-related. So been trying to sort some stuff out and come up with some plans and ideas for that. I might be having to switch jobs or something because this just isn't a sustainable setting at the moment, which is frustrating and unfortunate. But don't want to get too much into that because I'm just going to get frustrated and annoyed, and I don't really want to be dealing with that while I'm streaming, which is why I am going to move on to this. I was going to do some Xenoblade tonight, and then in a continued bit of frustration, my capture card still is acting up and just refusing to acknowledge that my Switch exists. I might need to just buy a new capture card here. I'm going to have to probably wait to do that until after I finish paying off this PC, which will be another, like, 3 weeks, I think I'm done paying the PC off, and then it'll be 2 weeks after that, so 5 weeks. So if I can't fix this capture card, there may be up to a 5-week delay until I can get back to Xenoblade, because I need to sort all the rest of this out, which is really frustrating. I've had this capture card for like, I don't know, 2.5 years, 2 years, and it is, I would say, had about a 50% success rate of working. It is not the greatest purchase I've ever made. It's the Elgato HD60, and I think, yeah, about half the time I'm using it, it is just refusing to work properly at all or throwing some kind of temper tantrum. I don't know if I know that the day I got it and I was testing it when I plugged the USB connection to my PC in, when I was like messing around with it, it got jammed somewhere and it bent at a bit of an angle, but it seems to sit back. I don't know if maybe I damaged something at that point. It's been damaged since day one before I ever turned the thing on, or what, or if I just have a crappy capture card. I don't know. It just has always had some issues, and yeah, right now it seems to be just completely refusing to acknowledge that it recognizes itself as plugged in. So for now, I did want to look at doing something after Xenoblade that was more of this, like, one of my like favorite games to play, just to do something relaxing to, you know, have some fun for a bit. And Fallout was one of the ones I was looking at, and I'd been like setting it up and getting this all working because this was like a new PC, and it did not like transfer over everything correctly from my old PC. Like when I tried to launch it just from my hard drive, it was failing to launch. I'm assuming because Bethesda's probably stored some stuff in like registry that didn't transfer over, because I didn't transfer obviously registry over, so like that would not have worked. So I had to do a fresh install, and we'll talk a little bit about like what I'm looking at as far as a fresh install goes on this. I'm actually probably gonna back out of this real quick, quit this, exit this game, and we'll show you. If I just go over to active screen, why are you on that screen? What? Hold up. Why is it capturing? Why is it capturing my second screen? Well, that doesn't make any sense. Hold up. It's capturing my second monitor. Yeah, no, I want you capturing this monitor. There you go. Okay, so just to show what we're running as far as Fallout went and like what I had to do to get this like functional. Installed it through Steam, nothing fancy there. And then I did a couple of mods to like fix it. Let me real quick just make sure I've got these all pulled up and I'll show you which ones I used if you want to get this running on a modern computer, because it does require a tiny bit of work to get it working on a modern computer, although honestly, not very much. I think if we go to the Nexus mods page and I go to my mods and I go to Fallout 3 and I go to my download history, there we go. We can pull this up. You can see these are all the mods I've ever downloaded on Fallout 3. So you can just kind of see what I'm working with here. The biggest one you're going to need to do if you want to do any modding for Fallout 3, right now it's actually in a really good spot where if you just want to play the game completely vanilla, you can just do that. You can just download it from Steam and launch it and it should just work. For a long time, there was a problem where Fallout 3 required the Games for Windows Live files because it was originally launched as a like chief kind of proponent of Games for Windows Live. And in order to get it running, you had to do a bunch of modding to remove the Games for Windows Live features. They recently, I say recently, maybe a year ago, updated it so that it no longer checks for the Games for Windows Live files, and that completely fixed that problem, and you can just now download it and play it on a modern computer without having to remove Games for Windows Live. The problem with that is the Fallout 3 script extender, the team that was working on that has long since stopped working on that. So now that that got updated, the Fallout 3 script extender no longer works with the new version of the game. So now you can launch the game just fine vanilla without any mods, but the script extender won't work. So if you want the script extender to work, you're going to need to use a mod that downgrades the game back to the older version that still required Games for Windows Live. And then you need to remove Games for Windows Live. And there's this mod right here, the Fallout Anniversary Patcher, which is available on Fallout Nexus for free. Obviously, great thing to do. It will downgrade it. Oh, it's from 2021. Good lord, it's been like 3 years now. From the 1.7.0.4 version, which is the one that fixed the Windows Live thing, back to the 1.7.0.3, which will allow you to use Fallout Script Extender. This fixes the Games for Windows Live thing, so you don't need to worry about that anymore. It automatically adds the 4 GB RAM awareness patch, so you don't need to do that on your own anymore. Automatically sets up the Fallout script extender to load when you launch Fallout 3.exe, which means you can still just launch the game through Steam. You don't need to do anything fancy. And it had a fix for if you're using built-in Intel graphics cards. This is the biggest mod, the first step you need to do if you're trying to get modding working on Fallout 3. You're gonna want this. And then some other things you're gonna want to do. You can either use the updated Fallout 3 patch, although I think I didn't actually. Did I actually download that? I don't think I actually downloaded that because it had some weirdness to it that wasn't really sure I was liking the look of, where it was saying it was having compatibility issues. So I used the like standard, um, unofficial patch. I've done a variety of these other mods, which are mostly just graphics mods. This one adds some more music to the radio. The mod manager I would recommend using is the Fallout Mod Manager, which is I think I downloaded it through here, but for some reason it's not showing up. I think it shows up under New Vegas because I downloaded it from New Vegas. But if I just type in Fallout Mod Manager, it's a little bundled app, lets you do all your mod management stuff for both Fallout 3 and New Vegas. This one makes it extremely simple to use. You can install packages just through here, or you can just drag and drop the files into your directory and it'll figure out all its settings on its own. Automatically handles some of the more advanced stuff like archive and validation. If you're not familiar with that, it'll just take care of all of that for you. I'll show you my mod list real quick. Actually, that had it on there. I should just pull that back up again. This has everything that I'm running on there. Darn UI, which I had to download separately. I had to Google where to find this because it's been unlisted for years. The UI fix makes it a little bit more scaled for PC usage. The unofficial patches, Fellout, which is a Darker Nights mod and removes the color filters. Because Fallout 3 is kind of a green filter over all of the game to give it that kind of like sickly irradiated look, and I hate it. So I got rid of that with Fellout. RH Iron Sights is just manual iron sights for all of your guns, which is something that was added in New Vegas but was not in Fallout 3. This adds it in, so you can now just look down the sights on all your guns. Really fantastic to have available there. Realistic interior lighting is just it makes the lighting scale a bit better on indoor areas. The original Fallout 3 lighting engine is extremely high contrast. Light exists in small cones that come out of the light fixtures, and it does not extend very far beyond that at all. And this kind of adds a bit more diffusion to it, makes it look a little bit nicer. We'll see that when you get into there. Fallout Pip-Boy light and Fallout Broken Steel Anchorage, all this stuff. This is the lighting fixes for the overworld and all of these associated areas. And the Fallout Pip-Boy light is just a brighter light. Because of the fact that you're adding darker nights, the original Pip-Boy light is actually fairly dim and only it lights up maybe like 5 feet in front of you, and if you're using darker nights, you're just not going to be able to see anything. So you use the Pip-Boy light mod, gives you a much larger Pip-Boy light so you can kind of see what's going on at night. You'll see if we're out at night here at all what that looks like. Megaton Closes and the Megaton Closes player door lock are a fun little one that I downloaded that there's an animation that plays the first time you visit Megaton, Rivet City, and Paradise Falls. They each have a gate, or in Rivet City, the drawbridge that will extend the first time you visit the place. And then it just locks itself into its extended position and stays there forever. This actually makes it so that it will play the animation in reverse when you get a certain distance away from leaving the city, and then every time you approach again, it will play the animation again. So they will retract the drawbridge in Rivet City, they'll close the gate in Megaton, and then they'll reopen it again when you get closer, which I think is really nice because it means you don't just, the really cool animation of the Rivet City bridge extending doesn't just play once, you get to see it every time you walk up, which I love. I think it's great. GNR Enhanced is just adds, I think, 100 tracks to the GNR radio from the same kind of genre of songs that were already available on there. And then Flora Overhaul just adds in some more static grass and, or animated grass, I guess, whatever. We'll show you, you'll see what it is. And updates the tree models and textures to look a little more fleshed out. Which is nice. One goofy thing, if you do the installation the way the order I've done it, you can't actually launch it through here. It'll get weird. It'll yell at you. So now, because of the downgrade patch I've used, you actually do just launch it just through Steam like you normally would. Pop it in, and it should, assuming everything is working correctly here, just work, to quote Todd Howard. I also want to test something here because I'm using this as a sort of test stream to see if everything's working correctly. I want to see if I can just use my game capture here. It just works. Yes, the Fallout tagline. That was actually Fallout too, wasn't it? That was Fallout 4 that Todd Howard was proudly proclaiming just works. Oh, look at that. It does actually let me use the my overlay on this. My God, I never thought I'd see the day where Fallout 3 just works. Sorry, Todd. All right, we'll do a new game just to show this off from start. This is, like I said, very lightly modded. I did also use Fallout 4 talking about the supplements thing. Yeah, like the building. I think he was there was the original showcase where he was showing off the settlement building and how easy to use that all was, which, to be fair, he was right about that. Settlement building in Fallout 4 absolutely does just work. It's probably the best feature in that game. But yeah, other than the mods I just talked about, I've done a few like texture mods, which were again just real simple installs. I do most of my installing. I guess we'll show this off here real quick too, just to show the general state of my installation folder, which means I'll probably need to go back to screen capture in a minute here, but yeah. Screen capture, you come back on, you get hidden. Okay, this is my Fallout folder. All I basically do when I'm installing my mods, you get the zip file or whatever it is that you're downloading from Nexus. I just do manual downloads and extract it. If it's got one of these folders, textures, video, sound, shaders, whatever, you extract it into here. If it just says data, you extract it into your root Fallout 3 folder, and it should just plonk all the files it needs into the appropriate places here. Everything should be nice and neat and ready to go. Pretty straightforward. It's unofficial Fallout patch. Oh, that's right, because this had its own separate installation application that you use to install it. So that's pretty easy to take care of. Overall, pretty straightforward. Setting up Darn UI, I had to go in and modify the Fallout default.ini, and then I had to go into my documents, my games, Fallout, and modify the file there. There's a manual bit of setting installation you had to do for that, which Darn UI we'll see might notice the text might look a little different than what you're expecting. That is a modification made by Darn UI. And Darn UI also has this little thing down here, and I think... Can I not change the settings? Does that not work in this? It probably doesn't work anymore. Darn UI hadn't been updated in many, many years, so that is likely why that's not working. We'll just start a new game. To hell with it. Actually, wait, before I do that, let's make sure I'm not, like... Let's make a manual save of my most recent save, so I don't accidentally delete the messing around I've been doing. I've been playing a little bit in my free time just to, like, test out if it's working. And, yeah, I'm pretty enjoying this file, so let's back this up so that I actually have this save ready to go. We'll save you... That work? Didn't ask me to, like, type a name in or anything. Oh, apparently you don't type names in this game. Who knew? Go back to the main menu. Fantastic. And we'll let the music play. That'll probably end up getting this copyright claimed, because why not? I think I also installed a mod, like a stutter remover mod, and I installed a mod called One Tweak, and One Tweak is what's allowing me to tab out of the game, because Fallout 3 is notorious for not enjoying being tabbed out of. Typically, if you alt-tab out, it just crashes. And there's a mod you can download called One Tweak that will fix that, as well as a couple other minor engine fixes and bug fixes and stuff like that. Very, very minor stutter remover and stability type stuff. It's another one of those, like, if you're installing the game, you might as well just install that just to get it running to a bit more of a modern standard. But yeah, man, this game, this is... I think the first Fallout game I ever played, for sure. And one of the biggest RPGs I think I'd ever played at the time. Like, I'd played Morrowind, I'd played a bit of Oblivion at this point. I think I'd probably finished Oblivion at this point. And then I was over at a friend's house, and he had his Xbox 360, and he was like, oh, I got this new game. It's I think it's the same people that made that Oblivion game that you were talking about. You might want to check this out. And I was playing it. I was like, this is so cool. Like, I'd never played anything in this like kind of post-apocalyptic setting before when I played 3. And like, right from the get-go, like, it's a really striking look. I've actually been to Washington, D.C., so like, just that imagery is so cool looking. I'll let Ron Perlman... I'm actually curious to see if Ron Perlman's going to make an appearance in the Fallout TV series. I'd be kind of disappointed if he didn't.
War never changes. Since the dawn of humankind, when our ancestors first discovered the killing power of rock and bone, blood has been spilled in the name of everything from God to justice to simple psychotic rage. In the year 2077, after millennia of armed conflict, the destructive nature of man could sustain itself no longer. The world was plunged into an abyss of nuclear fire and radiation. But it was not, as some had predicted, the end of the world. Instead, the apocalypse was simply the prologue to another bloody chapter of human history. For man had succeeded in destroying the world. But war never changes. In the early days, thousands were spared the horrors of the Holocaust by taking refuge in enormous underground shelters known as vaults. But when they emerged, they had only the hell of the wastes to greet them. All except those in Vault 101. For on that fateful day, when fire rained from the sky, the giant steel door of Vault 101 slid closed and never reopened. It was here you were born. It is here you will die. Because in Vault 101, no one ever enters. and no one ever leaves.
Okay, and we're... Why am I getting the main menu? Hello? You shouldn't be here. If I escape out of you, are you going to be okay? Okay, we're good. I think it just paused. Possibly because I tabbed out during a cutscene. That could be it.
Let's see. Are you a boy or a girl?
Oh, Liam Neeson's very quiet today. We're going to do girl, because I typically find playing as a girl in Fallout 3 is a better option mechanically, because in Fallout 3, or in Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 4, they changed the like Black Widow and Lady Killer perks to be sort of gender neutral, or there'd be a dual option. So like in New Vegas, they added both women would have access to both Black Widow and Cherche La Femme, and men would have access to Confirmed Bachelor and Lady Killer, which would allow you to have the damage against opposing or the same gender. And then Fallout 4 just changed it to be one static. You just do flat damage bonus kind of thing, which was a little goofy. I don't know about that one. In Fallout 3, you only have access to a perk that will give you enhanced damage against the opposite gender to your character. So women will have enhanced damage against men. Men can have enhanced damage against women. There are significantly more male enemies in the game than there are female enemies, mostly due to the existence of the Enclave, because the Enclave, I believe, is exclusively men. I don't think there even are any female Enclave troopers. I think there might be a few female Enclave technicians and officers when you're in the base, and you might run into a few officers, female officers out in the field, but I believe all of the Enclave power troopers that you run into are all men, which does mean that you are going to be running into a significantly higher quantity of male opponents, especially in the late game where that damage bonus can really count. So playing as a lady makes your life just a bit easier.
It's a girl? A girl! We've got a daughter, Catherine. A beautiful, healthy baby girl.
Oh, James. We did it. Oh, the daughter. Oh, our beautiful daughter.
It feels like it's very quiet now.
You've got a bright future ahead of you, sweetie. I'm sure of it.
A little hard to tell because we are
Look
like
at
in a
you.
pretty quiet scene here,
Look
but
at you. Hi there. I'm your daddy, sweetheart. Daddy. You're going to need a name, aren't you? Your mother and I have been talking. What do you think about...
what do I think about player name? No, I think that's a terrible name, Liam Neeson. You're gonna have to fix that. Also, the fact that Liam Neeson's character is like entirely shown in silhouette here is incredibly intentional because his character model will actually change depending on the character you make. I know specifically it will change to match the like whatever starting race you pick for to make sure that your dad is of the same ethnicity as your character. But I think it does also change. Hey, let's go Fallout. How's it going, E-Master? Yeah, I was gonna do some more Xenoblade today, but my capture card is just throwing an absolute hissy fit, and is not wanting to pick up the existence of my Switch at all. I've pointed to my Switch. I have held it up next to my Switch and tapped it on the Switch. It just doesn't seem to acknowledge that the Switch exists. So that's fine. we'll just test this out because I do want to do some Fallout eventually anyway. So we'll just do this for now. But yeah, they do hide Liam Neeson, your dad's face here. Good thing it broke then. Yeah, hide his face here so that you can they can change it after you designed your character.
That's a good name, don't you think? Fits you perfectly.
Feels very
So
quiet.
we
Is that?
finished the gene projection.
I just realized that Dr. Lee.
All grown up.
Oh, that's totally Dr. Lee in the background there, isn't it? I don't think I ever actually put that together before. Which is, I suppose, a bit of a spoiler. If you've never played Fallout 3 and don't know the storyline here, that gives something away. I guess you could have probably figured that out right from the beginning of the game. Oh, that's funny. Oh, I don't want to say too much here in case I do actually spoil that for anybody. But yeah, I think that's Madison Lee. in the background. Things to note here. Are we worried about spoilers? Does anybody care about spoilers? Love the game, don't know the story. Well, if you don't know the story, I won't talk about it too much then. We'll leave the spoilers for there. But I will say the room we're in and that assistant that is standing kind of off to the right here are going to be important characters, and it might be worth remembering some details about this place for later, because some of this may not match up with the story we're about to be told. Real quick here, let's zoom this out a little bit so I can actually see the hair. I want to mess around with these presets until I see one that I'm happy with. Liking you. Let's change your hair, though. Oh, this isn't where I change hair. This is just where I change face. I think the face here looks fine. I'm liking the face. Play this to the end. Don't spoil so we can be surprised. I will actually... I'm not planning to play this through starting right now unless my capture card completely dies and I can't get back to Xenoblade. For a while, because I'm not going to be able to purchase a new capture card probably a month or so here, because I'm still making computer payments. But I would like to go back to Xenoblade and finish that off first, but after Xenoblade, I think Fallout is the next thing I want to do. So I don't want to spoil too much here. Let's leave that there. I think it's Wendy the... Yeah, I like this haircut. This is the haircut I'm going for. Wendy the Welder. And then... let's go for a bit redder than that. Let's put a little bit more right about there. That looks good. Okay. We'll stick with that. Yes.
You're going to look a lot like your dad. See that, Catherine?
Oh, oh, beautiful. Just like her daddy.
It's a big world out there, honey, full of all sorts of people. What about you? What kind of person are you going to be?
I guess I can say without spoiling anything for Fallout 3, Madison Lee is in Fallout 4. She is the scientist that is working... I'm going to spoil some stuff for Fallout 4 here, but she is the scientist that is working for the Institute in Fallout 4 that ends up being recruited by the Brotherhood to assist with the reconstruction of Liberty Prime. Ever play Fallout 1 and 2? Yes, I've never beaten either of them, though. I've played both without beating them.
Come on over here, sweetie. Come on. Walk to daddy.
Okay. How are we doing on volume? I'm going to wait till I get a gun before I do volume tests. Because I will be doing some volume tests and stuff today, too.
There you go.
Oh, hold up. Also, let's get the general subtitles on for sure. Make sure I can actually see what they're saying in case the volume isn't what I like. This should all be more or less fine.
Oh, my goodness. Just a year old and already walking like a pro. Your mother would have been so...
There we go. Now we got some captions.
Listen, kiddo, I know you don't like it when Daddy leaves you alone, but I need you to take care of yourself for a minute. You just stay here while Daddy runs to his office. You'll be okay, honey. I'll be back in a bit.
Yeah, I have played Fallout 1 and 2. I've also played Fallout Tactics, and I have also played Fallout Brotherhood of Steel, the really god-awful one that was only a console exclusive they try to pretend doesn't exist. Like every Fallout game, what build are we going for? Fallout 3... Fallout 3 is a weird one. In Fallout 3, it is entirely feasible to aim for having 10 in every special stat and 100 in every skill. Like a completely statistically perfect character. That is 100% possible to do. You have to hit level 30, like you'll have to be max level before you can do that, but you can. You can just aim for, at the end of the game, I want to have the absolute maximum every single stat, if you so choose. And then the only thing that you're really varying is perks, and you can actually do it in such a way that you can have most of the good perks too, like the particularly good perks. Early game, as you're leveling, what I tend to go for is aiming for perks that add features that I would not be able to get otherwise. And then I tend to go for high damage sniper build, is what I do while I'm leveling. But yeah, by the end of the game, Fallout 3, you can very literally have maxed everything, like no problem. So to start with, let's open up the UR special book. Speaking of picking some builds, You can just go through one at a time and pick each of these, or you can just flip to the end of the book and get yourself this nice little page here. I think what I want to do to start with, things we need. We want intelligence at... There's a bit of an argument to be made that we could technically go for intelligence 10. I'm going to go intelligence 9. I think that'll be fine. I can probably sack a point of strength. I can probably sack a point of endurance. Perception's going to affect my VATS accuracy, which is reasonably important. I think you don't, unlike New Vegas, you don't want to dump charisma too low in this one because charisma does have an impact on your speech checks. Because speech checks in this game are not simply a is your speech this number, yes or no. It's a percentage chance, and so I don't want to go too low on that. Let's go there. It's pretty level, but that should be fine. That should give me, I think most of the perk requirements in this game are pretty low on the special. Like, I don't think there's too many that are above, require above 6 special. So that should be okay for getting access to most of my perks. Got my specials sorted out. Oh god, where'd the bear go? Hold up, we gotta make a mess out of this. There you go. Get some toys out of here.
You are quite the little explorer, aren't you? Serves me right.
Here you go, Liam Neeson. Have a bear.
Come over here. I want to show you something.
Come on, Liam. Play with the bear. Wait, can I get this?
It was your mother's favorite.
Can I get the Nuka-Cola truck down? If I... Oh, God.
Revelation
Okay, hold up. If I just... Wait, we can do this. I can get this. If I can get up onto this thing... Oh, can I not stand on this?
The fountain of the water of life freely. I always loved that. All right, come on.
Oh.
Let's go see if your little friend Amada wants to play.
Okay, but I'm taking the truck. Come on. Come on. Okay, we got it.
We experiment to prepare.
I'll probably burn through this initial bit a little quicker than normal, because if I do a stream, we'll start fresh, and we'll go through this in more detail in the stream, and show off some of the more like Easter eggy stuff and some of the interesting alternative options you can do and stuff like that during the stream, because there is a lot of cool stuff you can do in this intro bit.
I'm so proud of you. If only your mother...
Congratulations, young lady. I don't have to tell you how special this day is, do I? Down here in Vault 101, when you turn 10, well...
Brother to shit, God, did I hate it. It is an experience.
So here you are.
It's
As overseer,
okay. It's just not a very Fallout-y experience.
Get used to it.
It feels like a bad Gauntlet knockoff, and that's... It's not what you're looking for out of a Fallout game, really. Like...
You're only 10 once, so have fun.
Okay.
Oh, man, you got a pit boy.
Oh. Hey, good. It's crashing already. That's a good start. This is another thing I wanted to test. Is Fallout 3 even going to be a functional game to stream? Or is it just going to crash so often that it's not worth it? When I've been playing in my free time, it hasn't crashed once. So I don't know if the capture software is just like giving it a problem. Okay.
Oh,
We're back. We're dead. Is it the fact that Liam Neeson is bumping into me? Is that the problem? Not Fallout if it didn't crash once. Well, it crashed twice, so it's definitely Fallout.
Happy birthday!
Oh, we're talking to Amada immediately.
Your dad
This
was
is a little
great
strange.
for
I don't know
us.
why I'm immediately in a
But I don't
conversation
have
this
to
time.
worry. You're so easy to fool.
And why her lips aren't moving. This is a little odd. Yeah, great party, thanks.
You're welcome. But really, your dad did most of it. I just help with the decorations and stuff.
Okay, her
Hey, I bet you can't guess what I got you for your birthday. Go on, guess.
her lips are horrendously out of sync with her audio. That's a little strange.
Ha! I knew I'd surprise you. Who's your favorite barbarian? That's right.
They're
Brogdon.
sped up, is
Issue
what's going on.
14, and with no missing pages. I found this in a box of my father's old things.
Oh, you know what it is.
Imagine him reading comic books. I guess everybody was 10 once. Well, I better let you get back to mingling with your guests.
The
We'll talk
game
later,
is
okay?
running at 120 frames a second.
Oh man,
which is not. I guarantee that's it. One sec. I'm just going to exit the game real quick, and I'm going to switch my display to lock my display to 60 frames a second. There's some very light mods right now, mostly just like quality of life stuff. I talked about it a little. If you want to see the mod list, it's at the beginning of the stream. I went through and showed all the mod stuff off that I've done on there, and just some stuff to get it like stabilized and running. I'm going to lower my refresh rate down to 60, because I have a feeling that that is what is causing the issues there. So keep changes. I have a feeling that Fallout running at 120 frames a second was not something that the original developers ever planned on. And that is likely what is causing those crashes and why her, I don't have a mod, I should set that up. I don't have a mod thing, command set up. I did not think to do that. It'd be a little long, to be fair. I do have quite a few mods running. Maybe I'll see if I might see if there's a way that I can set up like, a web page or a HTML file or something I can set up somewhere that'll have a full list. That's incentive. If I do a full playthrough of this, we'll make sure the Discord is set up, and I'll get the Discord going, and I'll post in the Discord what the mod list is. I did show it at the beginning of the stream here, so if you do want to check mod list, that is in the first like 10 minutes of the stream, was just me kind of talking about what mods were available and were running there. It's not much. Darn UI. Bit long. You said you only had a bit. It's. Well. I can't really access it easily from here. If you want to take a look at the mod list, first 10 minutes of the stream has it in there. It's not much, but there's... Fallout 3 requires a lot of little tweaks just to get it working. Even just to keep it at a roughly vanilla state. Okay, is this functioning? One second, I'm just trying to watch my frame rate here. Okay, we're at 60 still. Hopefully... Let me talk to somebody.
Happy birthday!
Let me do lip syncing. You there. Do your lips move?
Are you having a nice party? 10 years old. My.
Okay, there we
Seems
go.
like
Her
all
lips are
yesterday
synced up
before
properly.
Daddy came.
There we
Goodness,
go. That's what I'm
listen
looking
to me
for.
ramble. You're waiting for your present, aren't you?
You didn't have to bring me a present.
Fiddlesticks. What 10-year-old doesn't like presents? I was 10 once, believe it or not. My goodness, the vault was practically crowded back then. Not like today. So few young people now. But here I am rambling on again, and you listening so politely. Here you go, a nice sweet roll that I baked for you just this morning. And it's all for you. No sharing required today.
Hey, happy birthday, Nose Andy, wait!
Fantastic. Let me out real quick, grab a party hat. We got to make sure that's equipped real quick here. Apparel. Give me the old party hat. Why did that make the screen brighter? Oh god, we are zoomed out too. Alright, there we go. How do I look as a kid? One sec, we need to get some better lighting here. What does kid me look like? Mildly demonic.
I'm hungry, and that stupid robot destroyed the cake. Give me that sweet roll you got from old lady Palmer.
Palmer said it. Okay, for example, mods. The original text interface did not have the full options like this, and you would have to scroll in order to see it. It would only show 4 options at a time, and then you'd have to scroll down to see the rest of them. And they would not entirely fit into, frequently would not fit on one line like this. So I have a mod that's scaling my UI a little bit nicer, so that for PC it looks a bit cleaner. What do we want to do here? I don't think this actually affects anything other than whether or not he's going to chase me. I don't remember having this option last time.
How about we share it? What are you, 5? Give me that sweet roll, I'm gonna pound you.
Go soak your head.
Oh yeah? We'll see about that. You're gonna be
Ah!
so
Okay, hold up.
To be a party, you know?
Officer Gomez, arrest this man.
Try it sometime, Daddy.
What are you doing?
What's Butch's problem anyway? I can't believe he tried to start a fight at your own birthday party. What a jerk. Right, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Girl, and on her birthday, for heaven's sakes.
Nice pip.
Did he hurt you, honey?
What is that?
Do you think we should...
Thanks,
I
Officer
can't
Gomez.
believe You want to tell me what that was all about? Why, that little... I figured it was him that started it. He's been nothing but trouble since the day he was born. You let me handle this and try to stay out of the way.
Thanks, Officer Gomez.
You always never suspected
Can
a
it?
thing.
I've had it with you,
Now
Butch.
go on
Your
and
mother is
enjoy
going to hear about
yourself.
this little incident.
How's it going, sweetheart?
Shortly. The vault will be kicking off here in a second. I just have to get that out of the way. We should get a call here on the intercom in a second.
Sure, nothing to worry about. Me,
There's a bit more you can do here, some more stuff you can talk to. Oh, speaking of, actually, I want to go talk to you.
how do you like that there Pip-Boy, miss? Fit all right and everything?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I did. I'm glad you like it. Some may think the A series is a bit basic, but I've always preferred them for their reliability. Don't mention it. Oh, yes, I almost forgot. Happy birthday. Not much, but I hope you like it.
There you go. You can get yourself a baseball cap if you go talk to him. So, switch out of your party hat into a baseball cap. Is there anything else? I don't think anybody else here has anything for you. Gomez, do you have anything?
Happy birthday, Missy.
Oh, he's just drinking a Nuka-Cola.
Happy birthday!
If anyone wants a tarot card reading, you know where to find me. Beatrice.
I'm glad to
Bake
be here.
off,
I can
bunt
support
cakes
you and touch
only.
young people, you know, as part of
Saturday's
my job.
baseball game in the atrium.
Sure
One
thing,
copy of
Officer
Dean's
Gomez.
Electronics.
Well, it's been nice
Sounds
chatting
right
with you.
down.
Week's supply of water rations.
Fun party, huh?
Hey, that was Jonas on the intercom. He and I have been cooking up a little surprise present. Jonas is waiting for you downstairs on the reactor level. Go ahead. I don't think anyone will mind if you slip out for a few minutes.
Phenomenal. All right, let's head on down to the reactor.
Can't believe my mom made me.
Happy birthday, dearie. My goodness, I hope I didn't miss the party.
Well, this is a tarot card lady. Yeah.
They sure did. My. 10 years old already? Why, I can remember helping your dad change your diapers. And now look at you, a great big grown-up 10-year-old with your very own Pip-Boy. Since this was such a special occasion, do you know what I did? I wrote you a poem just for you. I hope you like it.
Thanks.
Of course. Run along now, dearie, and have yourself a wonderful birthday.
Can I get a free tarot card reading? Whatever. Let's head down to the reactor. We'll kick on out and get out into the wasteland, because I do want to also check volume settings and stuff today, too, and wander around a bit. We'll probably avoid the main story today and just try to wander around the wasteland a bit.
What are you doing down here, young lady? I thought kids weren't allowed down on the reactor level.
I'm not a kid.
You sure are. Pip-Boy and everything. Look at that. If you can wait just one more minute, I think your dad will want to give you the surprise himself.
Alright. Sir, there he is.
Are you ready for your surprise?
Yeah, sure.
The Overseer gave you your Pip-Boy, and you're old enough to do some work, so I figure you're old enough for this. Your own BB gun. It's a little old, but it should work perfectly. Jonas found it down here. It was in pretty rough shape. Took us a good 3 months to find the parts to get it working again. You know how tough it is to find a spring that small? Good thing Butch misplaced that switchblade of his. So, what do you think?
Yeah,
Want to give it a
fantastic.
try?
Alright. Yeah, no, we're not shooting a gun in the reactor. That's a terrible idea.
We sure can't, unless we want the Overseer beating down our door. Jonas and I have found a place, though. Come on.
Okay. BB gun, phenomenal. And yeah, one of the mods I installed. Oh god, iron sight's aiming, but we need to fix that. I forgot that the default sway on that is maybe a little extreme. Let's adjust the iron sight's hand drift. I tend to find if you go down to let's go down to low. That's fine. 85% ought to be fine. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of sway, but not too much. Because, yeah, the default Fallout 3, all it did when you tried to, like, aim down sights was just zoom in the screen a little bit. You didn't actually get the manual iron sights.
Well, what do you think? You can come down here and shoot anytime you want.
Yeah, thanks.
Couldn't have done it without Jonas's help. You make sure to thank him.
And yeah, I find having the manual iron sights, especially after having played, like, New Vegas, I just can't function without having actual aim down sights. Why does it look like my sights are slightly off? Where'd you get a gun? I got a BB gun. It's a birthday gift from my dad. Let's make sure. Let's check my sights here. So right now I'm aimed at about the middle of that thing. So sights are not the greatest, but whatever, it'll be fine. We need to hit each of these targets once. So kablamo, kablamo, and kablamo.
It's a radroach.
And how about right there?
Aim and shoot. Be fine.
Bam, got him. BB gun.
Good work. That's
Good
one
to go.
less radroach to deal with. Let's get a picture together. Capture the moment. Hey, Jonas, get a picture of me with a big game hunter.
Oh god. Camera's a little finicky.
Smile.
Boys and girls have different parts, right?
Anyway, so I'm the overseer's daughter. So what? Like I get any kind of special treatment.
Revelation 21:6. I am Alpha and Omega, the beginning
Okay.
and the end. As far as I can tell, you're a perfectly healthy 16-year-old girl. So, yes, you have to go to class to take your GOAT exam. Go on now. You've got a GOAT to take.
Alright, beautiful. Anything you need to know? If you say so.
Hey, it's not my call. Those are the rules. You're 16 now, so this year you take the GOAT. Come on, it's not so bad. Everyone has to take it. You'll do just fine.
Alright, sounds good. We'll deal with the more in-depth discussion if I do a full playthrough here. One thing to note, though, that is worth mentioning, grab yourself your bobblehead. You're going to want one of these. Permanently increase my medicine skill by 10 points. Very handy. And we can head on out.
Good morning. Stopped in to see the old man before class, eh?
Alright, beautiful.
Get out of my way, you stupid tunnel snakes!
I can show you a real tunnel snake, Amata.
God, Butch, why don't you just leave me alone?
So you can find them all picking on Amata here. There's a couple of different ways you can handle this. You can either talk Butch down, you can join in on bullying Amata, I think there's a speech check you can do to Amata to get her to talk her way out of it. Easier one that I find really fun, though, is you talk to Wally here.
Don't mess with the tunnel snakes.
So, yeah, do you have a problem with Amata?
Stay out of this. It's tunnel snake business. Me and Butch were just having some fun with this chick.
And you can say, I get it, Butch is the leader.
I don't follow anyone. Wally Mack is his own man, and the tunnel snakes is where I belong. Why? You think Butch is in charge? Is that what people are saying? Because it's a load of shit if that's what they're saying.
I heard you do anything he tells you.
What? What kind of shit is that? No one talks that way about Wally Mack. He's not the boss of me. Nobody's the boss of me. I'm out of here.
What's the matter?
We're done here.
Daddy's girl. Done? We're not done. I say when we're done.
Don't know who put you in charge. I say we're done. Let's go, Paul.
Are you sure? Butch? Okay. Whatever you say, Wally. Tunnel snakes rule. Fine, let's go. I was done here anyway. This ain't over, Daddy's girl. I'm not finished with you either, twerp.
Alright, so a little descent in the ranks. Everybody collapses. Everything's good to go.
Yes, I think I'd like that.
Alright.
Thanks for getting rid of them. Assholes. I don't know why they won't leave me alone. Just because my father's the overseer, I guess? Idiots.
Alright, and then in we go to take our test. Do we want to take the test this stream, or do we want to save that for the main stream? Because there's also the option of saying skip it.
Well, you made it. All set for the GOAT? Trust me, it really isn't that bad. Just something everybody has to go through.
We'll just say I don't have to take the stupid test.
Listen, I like your dad. I might even like you if I wasn't your teacher. So here's what I'm going to do. If you want to skip the test, just tell me how you want it to come out, and I'll take care of it for you.
Let me see the results, and I'll fill it out myself.
Well, all right. Here, take a look.
Beautiful. Okay, so this is how you pick your starting tag skills. You can also do a 10-question test, which we'll do when we do the full live stream of this series, just to show that all off. Get this out of here faster into fierce combat. Skip it. You got it. Yeah, we'll skip that for now. It's a fun little test. There's some fun questions, and we'll kind of go into how that all works if I do the full stream. Because what it does, it's kind of similar to answering the questions at the beginning of Morrowind. where it ranks your answers against different skills and picks your tag skills based on how you answered the quiz. It's a fun way of starting a character, but if you know what you're doing, you can just kind of dive in. Like, I know for sure I'm going to want small guns. This stream, I'm probably not going to need speech so much, so we're going to skip it. It probably would be worth having lockpick up. Science is already at a decent enough level that I can probably hack anything I'm running into without too much problem. I'm thinking let's get repair up a little bit, just because I want to be able to have some actual functioning weapons, ideally. That should be fine. And then, out we go. So we're, what, 19 now?
Wake up! Come on, wake up!
I'm not going to be around to hold your hand forever.
Come on! You've got to wake up!
Okay, what's wrong?
You've got to get out of here. Your dad is gone, and my father's men are looking for you.
Well, what do you mean gone?
He's left the vault. I don't know how, but he's gone. And my father, he's kind of gone crazy.
Okay, yeah, what's going on?
It's Jonas! They killed him! My father's men. They took him and... Oh my god, you have to leave now!
Okay, what's going on?
Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm just sorry you had to find out like this. I know Jonas was your friend. But we've got to go now. My father's men will be here any minute.
Okay, yeah, door's sealed, I thought.
Not anymore, apparently. But are you honestly telling me you had no idea your dad was leaving? He really didn't tell you?
Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sure he had his reasons. Maybe Jonas was supposed to explain everything to you? But it doesn't matter. I can help you escape. I have my own plan.
Okay, how?
Listen. There's a secret tunnel that leads directly from my father's office to the exit. You'll have to hack the computer in his office to open it. Use these to get into his office. That's how I always get in.
Bobby pins. Okay, so giving me some stuff to lockpick. Did you get my stuff from my desk before I leave? Alright, well, let's get out of here.
Oh, one more thing. I stole my father's pistol. I hope you won't need it, but you'd better take it just in case.
Don't worry. Last resort. Wink, wink.
Okay, I'll try to meet you at the exit. Watch out for security. Good luck.
Alright, and we're into the game proper. At this point, you are now, in your full character model here, ready to go. You've got all the stats and everything you picked out. We can take a baseball bat, too. Might as well have a backup weapon. The Grognak Barbarian comic we got in our 10th birthday is in here. We're going to want that. Vault jumpsuit. I don't need a spare one, but I'll take the utility one, I guess, just in case I need some spare lockpick at some point here. That'll work just fine. Shooter. well, we'll have an option for that later. There's a potential. I don't think you can kill her. I think Amada is invulnerable during the vault because she's gonna come up in a quest later. I think you can kill her later, but I think for right now she's essential. Let's test my aim. Ah, perfect. Sights are lined up on this thing.
There she is. Hold it right there.
Hello, sir. Let's back up a second. Well, I should have tagged Sneak. Sneak would have actually probably been a decent skill to have beginning of the game. Let's see if we can watch this security guard get eaten by rad roaches. Who's gonna win? Oh, wow, he actually won. Good luck, buddy. Alright, I'll take the armor and the helmet. Let's go ahead and change into that. Security armor, security helmet. Beautiful. I don't think I need the rad roach meat because I don't think I need to worry about cooking or eating or anything in this one. There's not like a survival mode mod on.
My mom's trapped in there with the rad roaches.
Okay, yeah, let's go see if we can help her. Why not?
No, I can't go back in there. It's dark, and there's rad roaches.
Don't worry, I'll get her out.
Oh my God! Thank you. I didn't know what to do. You are the best.
Beautiful. I think we just run in here. We'll use VATS for this too to show that off too. Alright, pause time. Pick a target. Let's see here. Is that doing... Oh, wait. Not Ellen Deloria. We want to kill the rad roach. How's that do? One down. 2 down. And 3 down. Beautiful.
We did it! My mom's gonna be okay. You're the best friend I've ever had, man. Hey, I know it isn't much, but I want you to have my Tunnel Snake's jacket. Go ahead, take it.
Beautiful. All right. And we get the Tunnel Snake's outfit, which gives you some bonus melee damage, particularly if you're going for a melee build early in the game. Not a bad thing to pick up at all. 5 extra melee skill is not insignificant at the start of the game. After a few levels, not a big deal, but...
Hold on, Missy. I just want to talk to you for a minute.
Hello.
You're lucky it was me who found you. The others won't be so forgiving. I don't know what you're up to, and I don't want to know. Just clear out of here, and I'll pretend I never saw you. It's a real shame it's come to this. I can't believe what they did to Jonas. Officer Mack was just out of control. But you're a good kid. You didn't do anything to deserve this. Go find your dad if you can.
Wonder if Officer Mack is Wally or Wally's dad. Good lord. Hi, Andy. Alright, let's head on out of here.
It's our only chance.
Who the heck are you two? Tom Holden and Mary Holden.
We're getting out of here, just like the doctor.
Okay, Officer Richards, let's give him a couple of shots to the head, and Officer O'Brien, you can have a couple shots to the head too. Ah, there goes that guy's head. Oh, God. Jesus. Okay, not the most accurate pistol in the universe. Got it. Let's grab all of this. You know what? Grab some spare armor. We can go ahead and repair my gear up a little bit in case it needs it. Yeah, that's fine. Beautiful. And does my pistol need any repairing? No. Perfect. This is already at full repair. Beautiful. Grab all of this junk. Take some spare bullets. Ah! How is this gun so inaccurate? I wonder if it's because of my low small gun skill. Does that affect accuracy that much? Because, like, my god. Bullets are just coming out of this gun sideways. There we go. Remarkably low on ammo. Alright, let's get out into the main wasteland proper here. I don't think there's too much more to go through on this. Wait, do you have tinted glasses? Sure, I'll take that. Why not? There is some stuff I could do with scrap metal if I wanted to. Should have leveled up aim. Should have. That's okay. We got VATS for that. Just put that guy's head over there. Okay, here's the plan, right? So they're interrogating Amada in here. We're going to see if we can scare them off. If I just, like, pick this up. Beware! This is what I did to your friend, and I'll do it to you. Okay. I think we can, ditch the head for now. We've proved our point. Hi, sir. How's it going?
I hope you're here to turn yourself in, young lady.
Does it look like I'm here to turn myself in? I walked into the room waving the severed head of one of your guards around and then shot the other guard to death. Yeah, just give me the keys to your office and your password.
Oh, is that all? Is there anything else I can get you while you're here? You'll get nothing from me. I'll die before I see the safety of the vault compromised again.
Does this count as mutilation? You know what, let's test that. You'll die if you don't give me the password.
I've dealt with your kind before, you little snot-nosed punk. You should have run like your coward of a father.
Hey, you there. No, come back. We're not done with you. Okay. So we've got... Now, I don't know if that counts as mutilation. But we can test some stuff here, right? Like, we've got... I've got this baseball bat. Let's take a few... Let's see here. If I just keep hitting the arm with the baseball bat, can I break this arm off? Or do I need a sharp object for that? Or do I need to use a gun for that? Oh yeah, sorry, Amada. That was your dad there. Okay. These seem to be attached pretty stably. Let's just test this out here real quick. Do you think a BB gun could detach an arm? Doesn't seem to be working particularly well. Yeah, no, that's not doing it. Okay, let's try the old 10mm pistol. How's that doing? I mean, that's a pretty reasonable... Oh, for God's sake, am I completely out of ammo? Oh, for... Amada, I'll be right back. I just need to real quick... Just need to stock up here on some ammunition. You know, if I would have found a knife somewhere, that would have been mighty helpful. I don't suppose there's like a knife in this desk or anything? Nah, alright. Well, let's try this. If I just like... There we go! Yeah, we can pop that one off. I think we got that one. Is that detached? Yeah, okay, that's detached. And then, yeah, get the legs off. Okay. Amada, is this your dad? Okay, it's the torso. It's the torso that she considers the important bit. Okay, so that's what we've learned today, is that when NPCs in this game are grieving someone, they're not concerned with the location of the head. They're concerned with the location of the torso. Amada, I got you a gift. Alright, well, we're gonna get going here. She'll be fine. Oh, I should loot that. He might have the password I need on him. One sec. The legs will have it probably. Yeah, there we go. Overseer's terminal password, office key, beautiful. Let's get out of here. Melee is actually really powerful in this game, especially early on. Things to note with Melee. When you're in VATS, you actually get a Melee bonus damage. Or Melee damage bonus. So if you, like, even if you don't have particularly high VATS skill, the baseball bat, like, it's only saying it does 6 damage, which is the same as my pistol. It'll actually do significantly more in VATS. So can be quite useful. Terminal password, 120 bullets. My God. Phenomenal. Let's pop onto that terminal. We've already got the password, so it just automatically opens. We can open this up. Again, I'll take a look at all these reports and stuff when we do a full playthrough, just to kind of go more in depth on the lore and stuff like that. Because there's a bunch of fun, story and plot you can kind of learn about here. For now, I mostly just want to get us out into the wasteland and on our way. So I should probably reload this thing, huh? There we go. How am I missing? My God. Okay. Too many crimes. They're fine. I think I'm still technically considered morally good. Yeah, I'm good. This isn't crimes at all. See, this is totally fine. Game says I'm a good person. All the murder and mutilation, totally fine. Get the Overseer. Good luck with that, buddy. How's it going, Musil? Why are you... I don't know.
Good.
It's showing up
You're
purple
leaving.
on my screen.
I guess you were trying to help me, but you didn't have to kill him.
Okay. Sorry, Amada, I had no choice. I did. I had a lot of choices. I did actually enjoy it. I'm not gonna lie. Now get out of my way is maybe a little harsh, but
Gladly. The only reason I'm not calling the guards is out of respect for your dad. I don't want him to lose the only family he has left. You'd better get out of here before I change my mind.
Curious. You said you weren't going to call the guards. However, I can't help but notice. I'll say it was purple originally on my screen. I see the kind of bluish purple now. Oh, God. Hey. Hey! Knock that off. You guys are what, just regular old batons? Yeah, you're boring. Alright, let's get out of here. I love this too, all the little, like, help us, let us in, we're dying signs outside here, because the vault was sealed, they weren't letting anybody in. You can see they did have a camera, so they could see what was going on out here. And once we back up a little farther, door rolls back into place, seals itself back up. And we're done with the tutorial. I'm actually going to real quick drop a save here. This is one of the most important saves to make in a Fallout game. Is right at this point here. Because once I walk down to the end of this hallway and hit the open door to the Capital Wasteland, you get this. Edit name, race, sex, special, tag, skills. You can edit your entire character build, every choice you made at this point right here. So if you ever want to make a new character and you don't want to play through the intro, you can either, you could download a mod that lets you skip the intro. There's a million of those. Or you can just make a save right here, load this save, walk to the door, pick your name, character, special, tag, skills, and then hit finished, and away you go. The only thing that won't let you save is options like, did you kill the Overseer? Things like that, which can come back a little bit later. I'll probably make another save at some point because I don't necessarily want my default save to be the one where I killed the Overseer like a rampaging lunatic. Because you will come back here at some point. There's going to be a quest eventually that does bring you back. One sec here, we're going to let everything settle in for a moment. Yeah, let's get this up a little bit to like 40 to maybe hopefully get my aim a little bit better. Get that to 25 for sure. I think I probably want sneak up to like 25. I get one more point to spend. Put it in lockpick. Why not? Alright. Black Widow, 10% damage against male opponents outside of combat, sometimes have access to unique dialogue options. This is the reason we picked as playing as a lady character, is Black Widow is quite good, and is available right at level 2, no requirements at all. Your other options here are just points that will give you extra skills, so 5 to science and medicine, 5 to small guns and repair. This lets you up one of your special stats by 1. You don't even actually really want to pick that one. It's typically not the best idea. You can do that one up to 10 times if you want to. Melee weapons and explosives. This one gives you extra XP. I actually tend to recommend not doing that because by the, you're gonna have more than enough XP to hit level 30 in this game without any real concerns. And the problem with this is that once you hit level 30, this perk is just dead and it's not doing anything for you. So I tend to try to pick perks that will still have some kind of a benefit at level 30, because that way if you max level out and you want to still continue doing some adventuring and questing and stuff, you're still getting benefits from all your perks. Which also means I tend to not prioritize the ones that are just giving me, ranks of skills, because once I hit level, it gives me a one-time bonus, but then I'm not using them again after that. So for right now, Black Widow, 10% extra damage, that'll do real nicely. One of the things I was mentioning when I said you can get every single special stat to 10 in this game pretty easily, if you go all the way down to the bottom. Daddy's Girl is, I think that's science and medicine? Yeah, because your dad was supposed to be a scientist, so if you pick that, you get science and medicine. These ones here are mostly all just extra skill points, which, is good, definitely useful. Does have some requirements: agility and perception of 4, intelligence of 4, whatever. I don't think there's any that I don't have access to right now due to stat requirements. I'm just gonna scroll down real quick here and see if any of these happen to have any. Sneak of 60, luck 6, int 5, endurance of 6, so I won't be able to get that one right away. Matter of fact, likely ever. Additional 30 health points, which would be reasonably useful. Agility 6, perception 6. What else do we got here? Anything that's standing out to me is like, God, this is a must-have. Action Girl is eventually pretty darn good. We're going to definitely, at level 20, want Grim Reaper's Sprint. If you kill a target in VATS, all action points are restored upon exiting VATS. This is just infinite VATS. Late game, you can absolutely promise that you are going to be able to kill any target in a single VATS round, and that will reset your full VATS meter, and you'll just be able to keep killing things forever. Are there modded perks? Not in my current playthrough. There are mods that add perks, but I do not have any at the moment. I don't believe, anyway. If any of my mods added perks, I was not aware of it. The other one we're going to be definitely going for here is the Almost Perfect. All special stats are instantly raised to 9. There are also bobbleheads in this game that will give you a single point of special for every single special stat. I thought I saw one. Well, let me know which one it is, and I'll take a look into it. But yeah, Almost Perfect here will give you all special stats to 9. If you save collecting the bobbleheads until level 30 and just don't pick any of them up, you can then go around and grab all 7 special bobbleheads, and you will have all 7 of your special stats at 10. It is ridiculously broken. And it is extremely easy to get all of your skills to 100 if you start off with, like, why is it scrolling my chat when I do this? Stop that. We live in this window. Okay, now it's scrolling something else. Whatever. Very strange. But yeah. Really easy to get yourself up to 100 in every skill and 10 in every special with that if you're paying attention to how you're doing this. Continue with that. Let me just scroll up. Black Widow will be just fine. Anything else in here notable that I want to mention or talk about for like when we do play? Cannibal's a fun one. You can eat corpses, which is pretty neat. There's also, I believe, a few instances of unique cannibal dialogue where people will have some special stuff to say if you're a cannibal, which is kind of fun. Silent running's pretty darn good. Adamantium skeleton's nice because reduced limb damage is always a handy one. Lawbringer and Contract Killer are interesting, but I probably will skip them. Lets you have basically a bounty hunting mechanic. Tag lets you tag an extra skill, giving you 15 skill points. Most of the other skill ones are like 5 ranks of one and 5 ranks of another. And so you're getting a total of 10 skills. This gives you 15, which is pretty darn good. One of the only skill points I do. Cyborg? Yeah, Cyborg is pretty cool. 10% damage, poison, and energy radiation resistance, 10 points to your energy weapon skill. Poison doesn't come up very often in this game. Radroach or Rad Scorpions are about the only thing that's going to poison you. Rad resistance is very useful. 10% damage resistance is obviously good. The way damage resistance in this game works is it is just a flat percentage reduction in incoming damage. So, for example, if I open up a Pip-Boy and we pop over to my apparel here, and we take a look at my DR. My current DR between this armor and this helmet is giving me not 12 total damage resistance. So all damage that's coming in is being reduced by 12%. I believe it caps out at 85. And so once you hit 85 DR, you are done. You are not getting any lower resistances than that. Oh, we're going to get some DLC notifications here. If you wanted to follow the main quest, you've got your little compass markers down there on the bottom left corner, kind of showing you which direction to head. That right there would be the direction of the main quest. You can see the little ticks on your map pointing out nearby points of interest. The darker colored in one there is going to be the entrance to Vault 101. However, oh good god, we've got a... Yes. Broken Steel's been loaded. Level cap's been raised to 30. Phenomenal. Sorry, I'm being eaten by a bloatfly right now. Instead of following the main quest today, though, I think we just pick a direction and head that way. See what we run into. Like, I'm mostly just trying to test and make sure that, like, settings seem fine. Yep. Radio broadcast being heard across the wasteland. Phenomenal. All the DLC load-ins. Yeah, let's say, screw it. We're not going to follow the main quest. Let's just pick a direction and go. See where we can find ourselves. We're heading west today. Or do we want to go east? Tell you what, pick a compass direction. Which direction do you want me to head in? I'll get somewhere nice and high up where we can get a good view. We can see what looks interesting from here. Climb up onto this little collapsed bit of freeway here. And hopefully not fall off. I should probably here. We're going to make a quick backup save just in case the game decides to crash. Spin around for 1 minute, stop and go in that direction. Let's see here. How about we do a... Is there a way to do like a random number? Can you do like a slash roll? Does that work? I don't know if that even works. I can equate that to a compass direction? I've never tried that. Let me see if I can tab out here, find out if this works. If I just do like slash roll, does that do anything? No, it doesn't. I have to set that up probably. Can I set that up? Screw it. Let's learn some stuff. Stream. Do I not have that installed? Oh god, I don't have that installed. I probably don't have the software set up that I need to do that. Pick number 69. Let me see. If I were to aim at 100 is north. 69 would... The hell is going on down there? You see that? There's something exploding and on fire down there. Okay, I think I found the direction we're going. We're heading towards roughly that windmill. Hold up. Fallout 3 has one of my favorite wastelands in any Fallout games because it's incredibly chaotic. There's a ton of randomization to it. Like the enemy spawn is just like entirely randomized. There's random events all over the place. Every enemy in this game is hostile to basically every other enemy in this game, so they'll all just start fighting and attacking each other if they wander into each other. It can get weird in a hurry, which I love. I think it just makes it so much more interesting to have the incredibly chaotic wasteland. So yeah, screw it. Let's head around this way and see what the heck that was. It looked like it might have been an ant, but it was on fire. Which is like a little weird. I'm a little squishy too, so we probably want to be a little careful out here. Vats isn't seeing anything. All right, oh, wait. We're in caution. Why am I in caution? Oh, it's mole rats. Okay, we're good. 1 second here. Weird seeing vegetation since I played Vegas a lot. I think some of the vegetation is a mod. The original Wasteland I don't think had some vegetation, but not much. I find it looks a little nicer with just a little bit of grass around here. Like, there's a version of this that makes it really green and vibrant. I find this like overgrown, scattered tufts and some like... Hello? Who the fuck's shooting me? These kind of scattered, dead, burned out trees. Oh god, there's raiders. Oh my god, there's raiders. Get behind a tree. They're throwing a grenade in. Dear god, there's a dog. What the hell is happening out here? Okay, I think I started that car exploding. Yeah, hopefully this won't kill me. Jesus. I'm still in danger. How are we doing? What's in the back of the... Okay, they've lost sight of me. 1 sec. What's in the back here? There's a friggin' mini nuke back here. Good. Jesus, hello? Okay. Another one down. Jeez. Okay. How are we looking here? Let's grab some stuff. What did I get out of that? I got 32 pistol. I got a basic assault rifle. And I got... How's the volume, by the way? Is it quiet? Is it loud? Does it need to go up? Down? Seems like it's a little on the quiet side on my end, but I'm mostly concerned about how it sounds on stream end. Like if it's too quiet, I can bump it up a little bit. What do we got up here? Hello? 32 caliber rounds and a hunting rifle? Hell yeah. Okay. This'll do just fine. Let's heal up a tiny bit, just to make sure I'm not completely dying here. Stim packs this one do just heal instantly, which is one thing I do tend to typically mod. I don't actually have my full normal mod setup installed. I have one mod I typically use called Wanderer's Edition, which is a massive overhaul to the game. It changes a ton of like gameplay elements and balance and general design. It keeps the map and the quest the same, but it just adds a ton of new features. Like it's a huge change list. It's kind of similar to Fallout 4's survival mode. And I do tend to enjoy that one. However, I was like, you know what? It's been a while since I've just played like more traditional standard Fallout 3. Weapons in poor condition. Now, I mostly just want to see if it's going to be able to... Oh, God. Can I snipe this guy from here? Oh, I actually got him. I think this uses 32 rounds, so that 32 pistol that Raider had actually did give me some ammo that I should be able to use for this. Okay, he's lost sight of me. Let's sneak up a little bit. I can vats him in the face if I get close enough. Okay, he knows where I am. Throwing a grenade, sidestep it. Throwing another grenade, sidestep it. There we go. Grenades are good. Didn't set any cars on fire. Beautiful. How are we doing here? Also need to watch out for holes in the floor, because falling through and to my death is entirely possible up here. Ooh. Hello. Oh, one shot and he's down. Okay. Can I get that far guy too in one shot? That would be quite useful. Oh ho ho ho. Looking good. That'll do very nicely. Alright. Grab that. Let's go see what you had going on here. Is there anybody else out here? I probably shouldn't be running around too willy-nilly. Now, he was carrying something big. It's a sniper rifle, isn't it? Yes. Fantastic. We've got a sniper rifle, which should let me scope around a little bit here. Oh, God. Hi, folks. Didn't realize you were both right there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Got him. All right, beautiful. Frag grenade, I'll take it. I don't think I have a grenade hotkey mod installed right now, too, which is also a little bit of a weird one, because in Fallout 3, by default, you don't have, like, a grenade button. You have to, like, equip a grenade as a separate weapon and then fire it to throw it, which has always been a little clunky. So I frequently do install a grenade hotkey mod that just lets me have a single button to press to throw a grenade. Oh, I see some more folks up ahead. That guy had a flamethrower. Uh-oh. You've got grenades. Oh god. Crippled both my arms. That's not ideal. My accuracy is going to be absolutely through the floor right now, isn't it? Okay. How about an assault rifle? And if you just want to run right up here. Oh. I think she just fell off. I think she just fell and landed like... Yeah. Yeah, she's all the way down there. Whoops. Okay, so both arms are crippled, so I can't aim worth a damn. Let's take a look at that in first person. Yeah, that's a little concerning. Okay, so we might need to fix that. Yeah, flamethrowers... I saw the backpack, and I was like, wait a minute. You can see on this fella here, if I just... He's apparently a little heavy. Yep, one flamer. Not a lot of ammo for it, though. Only 25 rounds, although that wouldn't have mattered for him, because I believe that raiders and NPCs don't actually use ammo. I think they can just fire as long as they have the gun equipped. Like, the game isn't tracking their current ammo. Let's be a little careful here. Ooh, maybe I don't want to step that way. Alright. We got a reasonable viewpoint here. I can see what's going on around me. What are we looking at here? To the north. Northeast. To the north, we got the Potomac River, or riverbed. Less of a river, more of a riverbed. Northeast looks like we've got some kind of larger commercial building ruins, and whatever's left of that freeway over there. Northwest, we've got one of Fallout 3's most defining features, absolutely nothing. The Fallout 3 Wasteland has a huge amount of empty space. Is the water safe? We'll take a look at the water. The water's safe to land in, if you mean, like, will it prevent fall damage? Yes. Admittedly, it is not currently close enough to do that. Is it, safe to drink? I wouldn't. What else do we got around here? Let's see if we can get up nice and high where I can look to the other directions. East, we've got the downtown DC ruins, highlighted by the Washington Monument there. We've got, to the southeast, some farmland and, other assorted ruins and stuff there. This is also the direction we just came from. Our vault was, I believe, right up in those hills there. If we head to the west, we can do... head around this way. Gotta remember how to get out of here. So yeah, northwest we got empty nothing, and west we've got empty nothing. Because yeah, the Fallout 3 Wasteland is vast amounts of just empty, barren wasteland, which I love. I think that's one of the things that makes this game stick out to me. It's just that, like, it's empty and lonely and desolate, and that's what the wasteland's supposed to be. Like, Fallout New Vegas almost felt like just actual Arizona. like you're just in the actual desert. It didn't feel like a wasteland. I mean, it's a little more irradiated than, like, the actual desert is, but, like, it wasn't too far off as far as, like, what it's like living far out in the middle of nowhere. Whereas this wasteland is just, like, it's nothing. Go to the absolute nothing. Absolute nothing it is. We'll swing down by the water, too, and we can take a look at the state of the water. So I'll, like, swing down under the bridge. That'll let me loot that one raider that fell off, too. Because there was that one raider that kind of took a dive off the side trying to take a swing at me. I think we can find... Oh, yeah, you see this here? There's this kind of hazy crater in front of me. I'm pretty sure this is going to be irradiated if I walk close enough to it. Is it not? Oh, wait, there it is. Up in the upper right. You will notice for just a second. Oh, God, that is really heavily irradiated, but only in the exact middle of it. Like, that was actually remarkably bad for me. Okay. Don't do that too often. Let's see if we can find that one girl that took a dive off the bridge at me. I think she was a little farther up. Might find gold in them there hills. Let's see. There's this car. There's a mole rat running away on its hind legs over there. I don't think mole rats are supposed to run like that, but that's fine. Sometimes wildlife in this part of the world can get a little confused about which way is up. Just looking to see if we can find... There was that one girl that took a dive off and landed down below. Oh, hello. Okay, all the mole rats are running away, which is a little concerning. Okay, hold up. Let's see if we can figure out where she was. Because I was definitely standing on, like, a car. She tried to run up a ramp towards. Would have been probably right here. Ah, God. Oh, right, I've still got the assault rifle out, don't I? Oh, God, I'm out of ammo for it. Let's Everything's fine. Can bodies despawn? They do, but it takes days of in-game time for it to happen. They don't. They think it's like 3 or 4 days before they despawn. So she should be down here. She's probably just blending in with the... yeah, there she is. Blending in with the rubble. 1 bottle cap. It was all worth it. And I guess if we wanted to wear some strainers? Some strainers for a bra? I guess we could do that. We could take her armor, but it doesn't seem like it's very good. I feel like that wouldn't protect you from very much. I should probably go sell some stuff. That would not be a terrible idea. And there's not too many places around the wasteland to do that, but we're nearby to one of them. So I am going to take a swing by one of the towns real quick, just to sell some junk. Because I grabbed all the guns and crap in the vault. At least she's kind of hot. Yeah, good old strainer bras. That's hot fashion tips from Fallout. Ooh, is my arm, are my arms still broken? Hold up. Am I still dealing with, yeah, I am still dealing with broken arms. Let's just stim pack real quick to hopefully fix that up a little bit. Ah, my arm got broken again. Gosh, dang it. Keep my arms fixed for a minute so that I can actually aim. There we go. And then, yeah, we'll just swing on over to Megaton real quick. Sell off some of my excess gear so that I'm not ending up over encumbered like an idiot. I was like, if you follow the main quest, it's going to head you here right away. It's the first thing it does is just direct you to a town. So, not particularly difficult to find or anything. There aren't a huge number of settlements out here in the wasteland, though. Like, if we just kind of look at the general world map, we've got one settlement here-ish. We've got another settlement down somewhere right around this sort of a region. There's a lady along the river. I believe she's right about here. That'll do some trading with you. There's one up here. There is one on this bridge. There's one... It might be this little cluster of buildings right here. But they don't actually have any traders, I don't think. I think they're a non-trader settlement. And then there's one more, like... up in this sort of a general region. And I think the last one's down here. But, like, all of this down here, there's nobody to really trade with. If you get inside the DC Ruins, there's one in there, but the DC Ruins are a weird little pocket dimension of hell. There's basically nothing to trade with up in this general region. There's nothing at all up here. This entire, like, northwest kind of quadrant of the map is almost completely devoid of anything, like, resembling life or quests or NPCs. There's a little village right here, but, like, all of this... Actually, technically there is a hidden one up there, but for the most part, there ain't much to see. How many hours I spent on Fallout 3 to know every settlement? There aren't that many of them. And all of them are extremely memorable, which helps. They did a really good job with this game of making sure all of the settlements are, like, super, super unique and memorable and have something fun going on with them. Like this one, right here. The city of Megaton. First place you're going to find when you come in. And here you get the fancy animation of the gate opening. See the engine fire up and the gate reels back. Is there no trader here today? Usually there's a trader standing around outside. He must have already left. That's a bit of a bummer. I was hoping to trade with him. Normally, that animation of the gate opening only plays the first time you walk up, and then the gate just stays open forever. However, one of the mods I installed, I'll actually show this off, because I think it's one of the coolest mods I've got. If you back up far enough, come on, decide you're far enough away, there we go. It will actually play the animation again, but with some of it reversed, to show the gate closing back up again. So every time you come back to Megaton, if you've been away for a little while, you get to watch the little animation again, which I think is cool. Because it's kind of a shame that it only opens the first time. Then it doesn't make sense that, like, they would open the gate and then just leave it open forever. Like, that doesn't make any sense. So let's pop on in. We'll swing by Moira for a second and sell some stuff off.
You're from that vault, Vault 101. I ain't seen one of those jumpsuits in a long...
Alright. Apparently I have leveled up again. Screw it. Put some points into barter because I'm about to sell some stuff, so why not? Keep my small guns moving up too. I need more small guns. That is a must-have. Let's get this moving up a little bit. That'll be fine. Do I have anything particularly noteworthy that I can take this level? Small guns and repair, melee weapons and explosives, sneak and lockpick. Screw it, we'll go with that. That sounds useful. We could talk to Lucas Sims. Well, I guess we are talking to Lucas Sims. He's talking to us.
There too, when the need arises. I don't know why, but I like you, girl. Something tells me you're all right. So welcome to Megaton. Just holla if you need something.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Friendly and well-mannered. I think we're gonna get along just fine. You treat my people nice, and you're welcome to stay as long as you'd like. I'm glad we understand each other. Now, is there something I can help you with?
For right now, not really. We're just gonna head on out.
Have a good one.
We can come back and talk to him later. He's got more stuff, more quests, more kickoff. Notable features of Megaton, if you've never visited the place, is the big old bomb in the center of the town. Kind of the defining feature of Megaton here is the undetonated atomic bomb sitting dead center in the middle of it, which has spawned the Church of Adam, or Children of Adam, who sit here and worship this thing. They actually also show up in Fallout 4. If you've ever run into the Children of Adam, that is their origin, is this little camp right here. Can we steal from, the sheriff up here? Oh yeah, you can totally steal from him. You can, just like pretty much any Bethesda game, if you just pop into sneak mode. I'm going to save real quick in case I piss these guys off. But get behind him, hit the pickpocket button. There's all their stuff. You can see his ammo, you can see his house key. Basically, this does your pickpocket skill or sneak skill versus theirs to determine whether or not you're going to be successful. I don't really need any of his stuff right now, but you can, yeah, steal from anybody. You can also, I guess we'll show this off too, steal any items you find laying around. Like all this stuff here, it'll show up in red if it's stealing. It'll show up, apparently that tin plate right there is not stealing, but these noodles are. The iguana bits are stealing. The tin plate, I can just, here you go. Have your iguana bits. This is mine now. What time is it? 8:15? Is the shop still open? You can't get his gun. You can't get equipped items. I don't think there's any way to do that at all in this game. In Fallout 4, you can take the advanced perks that let you do it. In 3, I don't think you can steal armor, equipped armor, or equipped weapons from people. If you want that, you gotta kill them. It's locked already for the day. Alright, that's fine. We'll just wait until the next day real quick. Because the whole point of me being here is that I wanted to sell some stuff and then get back out into the wasteland. You know what? Screw it. I want to show off the other bit of my mod. We're going to go straight to Rivet. It's a stupid idea. You shouldn't go straight to Rivet. I guess you can, but whatever. Moira.
Something to sell?
You're from Fallout, Wisconsin from the sound of it, and that's my home state. You got my local accent going on.
Hey, I hear you're that stray from the vault. Oh, I haven't seen one of you for years. Good to meet you. I'm Moira Brown. I run Craterside Supply. But what I really do is mostly tinkering and research. Say, I'm working on a book about the wasteland. It'd be great to have the foreword by a vault dweller. Help me out, would you?
Alright, plenty to say about life in the vault, yeah.
Great. Just tell me what it's like to live underground all your life, or to come outside for the first time, or whatever strikes your fancy.
Outside place is amazing. In the main room, I can't even see the ceiling.
Yeah, you wouldn't imagine how hard it is to replace that big light bulb up there, too. That's great for a forward. Open with a joke and all that. Here, take the suit. Something tells me you might need it.
That'll be good for the book. In fact, want to help me with the research? I can pay you, and it'll be fun.
All right, we got the suits she had hanging on her wall back there. You know what? I'm just here to do some shopping.
Well, okay, I guess. But I promise you'll love it when you hear about the guide. Maybe later, huh?
Maybe later. Let's see what you got for sale.
Sure thing.
And I'm going to offload a bunch of my junk, because I took, yeah, a bunch of spare pistols. I don't really need any of that. Assault rifle will keep. BB gun will keep. I'm not going to be using the baseball bat. Chinese pistol uses 10mm ammo, but it's just worse than my 10mm pistol, so we're going to go ahead and sell that. Flamer's fine, but it's really heavy, and I'm not going to find much ammo for it, so I think she's got to go. Hunting rifle, we'll keep that, but I'll sell the 32 pistol because it would be competing for ammo with it, so I don't really need two different guns using the same ammo type. Rest of this I'll keep because these are all basically unique. Grognak the Barbarian, keep all that junk. I have a tin plate. I got it from the store across the shop across the street. We'll keep the mini nuke in case I happen to bumble across a fat man. We can nuke something. That's always fun. Sell off all of this. Rip Flamer. Yeah, but I also don't have the big gun skill, which is the skill that governs it, so I would be terrible with it, and I don't have much ammo for it. So I got 4 32 caliber rounds, which is a bit of a bummer. That'll be fine for now.
Good hunting. Come back soon.
Okay, we're good. That's cleared out some weight. Also, I think that armored vault suit is actually one of the better bits of armor you can get early on in the game. Yeah, 12 armor compared to my current 8. Let's go ahead and equip that. Small guns and energy weapons up too, which is very nice. There was a mini nuke in that when I was hiding in that barn. When the raiders were chasing me, there was a mini nuke sitting on the shelf on the back. I don't have the required item to launch said mini nuke, although I might know where to go to get one. You want to make that the mission today? Is the mission today to go get a nuke launcher and launch us a mini nuke? Because I know how to do that. It is going to involve something that's resembling plot progress, but it won't actually... For our intents and purposes, it will not spoil anything. We're going to be stumbling into an area that is plot related, but our character won't know why, and none of the characters talking to us are going to be referring to plot elements. We will be finding out why it's plot related after the part where I would be stopping. I think that's the plan. Let's just go. Can I just drop the mini nuke and shoot it? I don't think so. But I don't know so. So let's find out. If I just like... Nope. There it is. Hey, 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 hey. Okay, we're good. So what we want to do, if we want to get the mini nuke, we need to head into the downtown DC ruins there. There's a couple different ways you can go about doing this. Because I happen to know the location of just a static, standing fat man that will always be there. There's probably more than one of them. I'm honestly probably not even going for the most efficient one of them. But I do happen to know where one of them is. And we can head our way on over to grab that. The normal route that if you were taking the quest version of this... Let me just... Oh, for God's sake, are you not going to let me use my mod stuff on here? Can I... Can I not? There we go. Boop. Alright, that'll do. And let's head this way. Yeah, normally if you were following the quest, what the game's going to have you do is we need to get into kind of the central bit of downtown DC here. Like the main mall is kind of the direction we're heading. And what the game's going to have us do is go through, I believe it is a metro station here that's going to cut us up to a metro station here that's going to take us down to a metro station inside the ruins over here. You can actually skip a step of that and not avoid a whole section of underground tunnel. If you just head over, you can find the upper portion of the metro station you're heading to right over here. So we're going to try that today. We're just going to go straight for the metro station we're aiming for and head our way on in to the main DC ruins. We're attempting to get to GNR Plaza. If you played Fallout 4, there was a Creation Club bit that added GNR Plaza as a little like mini area you could go visit. It was kind of a like standalone DLC thing that lets you go and visit Galaxy News Radio because it had been like taken over by raiders or something like that. I don't know. It was kind of a goofy little thing. The fact that they were charging for it was a bit controversial because all the Creation Club stuff has always been a bit controversial. But it is in there, so if you've played that, that is where we're heading today. You'll get to see the origin of that one. I mean, that's assuming we live. I am heading... Okay, there's a dog, like, nibbling my face off here. Let me just, Ooh. Okay, that's assuming we live. We are heading into the downtown DC ruins to do this, and the downtown DC ruins are, not a nice place. We might be running into some particularly dangerous enemies on our trip out here. That a level 3, 4, whatever we are, character is probably not really ideal for dealing with, but I'm sure we'll be fine. I just want to check my map to make sure we're still heading the right direction. This should be fine. I think if I just cut along here... Not under level for this, not at all. It's fine. This isn't exactly a high-level area, but I would say the game's probably expecting you to be closer to, like, level 7 or 8, really, before you head in here. Like, look at this fella over here, getting cheeky with me. Okay, we got a robot. Maybe I take care of the robot first. Oh, God. Okay, he's down. Oh God, that guy's a Talon Company merc. Oh God, we're in trouble. Those guys are actually quite high level. Okay. Ah. I was like, why am I hearing President Eden? Okay. Energy cells. Now let's go find that Talon merc. He might actually have combat armor on him. Oh God. Hello. Okay, we're out of ammo for this thing. Switch over to the hunting rifle. Okay, super mutant down. This is fine. Everything's fine. Talon combat armor. You know what? It's actually not even that good. My armor is going to be better than that right now. That was a spare hunting rifle, though, which means I can... A, it's better than the one I've got, and then we can use it to repair my other one. So I've actually got a somewhat decent hunting rifle. Just checking to make sure my sights are still centered. Let me get a third hunting rifle here, which is amazingly in even better condition, and then I can use this one to really repair it up. Okay, now we're in good shape. This will be fine. There's like a barricade in front of me. Ah, God, I actually don't know which way I want to go. I probably want to stay out of the actual ruins bit for this section and, like, skirt around the side. Might need to leave if we run out of ammo. We'll see. That's why I'm varying which weapons I'm carrying. That's one of the key things for managing Fallout is carry a bunch of different ammo type guns and be ready to switch back and forth as needed. Because I might run out of 32 rounds, but then I can switch over to my 10 mil rounds. If I run out of 10 mil rounds, I can switch over to something else, and we can just keep varying up which gun I'm using to suit the ammo that I'm finding. All right, head this way a little bit. We're fine. We're looking for a metro station that is going to be. There we go. Boom! Every now and then, that gets a really cool looking cinematic kill. I love that system. 10 mil pistol, beautiful. I can repair my gun up with that. Oh, it's so fun. Don't need that. Everything runs else. We got baseball bat. About that. I may have slightly sold the baseball bat. Ooh. We're gonna burn a couple of stim packs directly on my limbs, just to heal my limbs up a little bit. Okay, I'm kind of watching the inside of the ruins here a bit to see if I spot the metro tunnel that we're looking for. Okay, there's an Enclave Eyebot right there, and they're hostile to raiders and the like. So if there were any raiders particularly nearby, they'd be shooting at it. I'm going to be leaving my Pip-Boy radio off for the most part when I'm playing or streaming this, because despite the fact that I think most of this jazz has probably entered the public domain territory at this point, YouTube and Twitch are weird, and they might copyright claim stuff if I have the music playing, and I'd rather not have to deal with that, so we'll leave the music off. Who's mad at me? Oh, you. So I'll leave the radio off for the most part, but there are quite a bit of, if you like some old jazz, there's quite a bit of good jazz in this. I'm just trying to look at my map too to make sure I'm not going too far. I think we're coming up on the metro tunnel that I'm looking for here. Should be. Yeah, poke up this way a little bit. There we go. That's it right there. That little M placard and those archways there is the entrance to the metro station. So we have found my goal, and I think I see a raider with a hunting rifle at the back end of it, kind of patrolling around. So we want to... Oh, God. Don't look too closely at the terrain. It's fine. Bethesda definitely knew how to build a level without the geometry slightly being misaligned. I wonder if I could walk under this. Can I get into there? No. Okay. I can't fall through the world and break everything. Special guns like the cryo gun. I'm trying to think. There's like an alien blaster that you can find. There's unique. So they didn't have like the legendary system. Like obviously you can't mod your guns in this one. That was added in Fallout 4. And they don't have the like legendary modifier system, but they do have unique versions of almost every gun in the game. It's like there'll be a named special version of this hunting rifle, probably a couple of them, that has different stats than the normal version of the hunting rifle, and usually a different model, which can be fun to collect and have some unique fun stuff with it. Okay, there's a lot of raiders over there. That guy has a missile launcher. Oh my god. Jesus. Okay, he's killed all of his friends, which is good. I was like, how are they shooting through the thing? They aren't. There's a guy behind me. Okay, I need to be a little careful with that guy with the missile launcher. Okay, I'm gonna save, which is a bold move, and then I'm gonna run around the corner and try to vats him in the face. So I don't get shot with point-blank range with a missile launcher. That would be bad. He's lost track of me. I run around the corner. He is... Oh, he's decided to run for it. Well, one quick shot to the ass, and down he goes. Missile launcher. 20 weight. I've technically got the spare weight, but I only have 1 missile. Is that worth it? It's probably not worth it. You know what? We'll bring it along as an emergency. If things get really dangerous, we just chuck a missile at it and see if that solves my problems. Take the hunting rifle for sure, because I can use that to repair this. 32 rounds will be useful. I see they killed a super mutant at some point here. Oh, this guy had a hunting rifle too. That is certainly useful. What do you got? Why did I just get 10 XP? Oh, did I just discover the station? He's so over encumbered. Yeah, that is not wrong. That said, you can help with that because the way you repair guns in this game is by just duct taping them together. So like, there we go. Duct tape that gun to this gun. That should be fine. Beautiful. I'll drop that one because I don't really need another one right now. So you just kind of smack them together and they become better. Let's see here. You've got a 10mm submachine gun, some frag grenades, 10mm rounds, more 10mm pistols. I really don't need any more 10mm pistols though. I'll take all of this stuff. We've got the radio drama going on in the background there. Nothing going on here. Whiskey. Brahmin steak. We got a nice little camp set up here. It's actually kind of cool. Beautiful. I don't think I necessarily need the 10mm submachine gun, particularly not as like 10mm ammo is an ammo type that I don't want to particularly be burning through at a high rate like that. My like Fallout 4 brain. Every time I'm playing Fallout 3, I'm just like, oh my god, glue. A desk fan. It's like I'm so used to the like Fallout 4's crafting system where junk is like super valuable, which I think is a really great change. Like it's one of the best things they did for the series in Fallout 4 was the way the junk system worked, because it makes you like really start thinking like a scavenger. But like in this game, because there's not like the same crafting system, junk doesn't really matter. Like Wonder Glue is just, you know, whatever its value in caps is. So it's not the end all be all that it is. But yeah, here we go. There's actually a sign here we can see to GNR Outpost. The way the game would normally direct you to go here is going to be like through a tunnel over here somewhere. I think it's like right over here. And then you go through a whole like series of tunnels that leads you over to this station. And then you're going to be in the underground bit of this station, and that's going to send you over this way, and it's a mess. It's not a good way to get there. It's confusing, and it makes people, you know, not understand how the tunnels work. Also, you can see it gets quite dark when you're in an unlit area with the mods I have installed, and it is not normally this dark because the game's, you know, a Bethesda game, and they don't understand how light works. But I like my dark places to be dark. So I have a mod installed that makes things that should be dark look dark. As an upside, though, I've upgraded my flashlight a little bit, so when I have my flashlight on, it is a little easier to see. However, having your flashlight on makes you more visible, so sometimes you might want to leave it off, so that you're not getting spotted. Okay, those are friendly rad roaches, apparently. Let's just take a look. Ooh! Why is there an assault rifle in here? Yeah, if you're trying to sneak, which I might want to, because I'm seeing hostile enemy markers on my map. I don't know what they are. It's a ghoul. Okay, we're good. So it's just ghouls. That's not too bad. They're not the most dangerous thing in the world. They don't have any ranged attacks. They go down pretty quick. They are fast, which is the one downside. They will be able to get on top of you in a hurry. But shouldn't be Hello? Out of here, you. Should be okay. Okay, nothing in these lockers. Locked average terminal and a locked average thing. I don't think I have average lock picking, so can't do anything with that. Let's check over here, see if we got anything neat hiding out in this back area. Keep my eyes open for anything that might be useful. Stim packs particularly are always going to be a welcome find. So medkits. See a medkit on the wall that I miss. Let me know. We'll be wanting those. If it's just ferals, I'll probably keep the flashlight on. Did that miss? My god. Because if it's just feral ghouls, then I'm not too worried about them spotting me. I should be able to... They're not usually the most perceptive things in the universe. So I should be able to spot them before they spot me. And then get a shot off if I need to. That's you. Oh, we've got several of them, though. Uh-oh. Okay, we're good. Like, back up, hit him with VATS. You do have VATS defense in this. While you are in VATS, you take, I think it's like 75 or 85% reduced damage. I'll take a Nuka-Cola Quantum. Those are pretty rare. So staying in VATS when you're about to take a melee attack can be a really good idea. You can actually look at this station map here. It actually is a genuinely accurate station map. So you can currently see Friendship to Tenleyton, then DuPont. This tunnel here is collapsed, which is why it's not lit up. So we entered into the thing at Friendship Station, which is right here. We are trying to get to Tenleyton Station, or Tenleytown Station. So we want to head south on the metro line from Friendship until we hit Tenleytown Station. Technically, our end goal here is we want to get to DuPont Station, but the DuPont Station metro tunnel is blocked off. So we're going to need to surface at Tenleytown and walk across the surface until we get to DuPont. And you can see that kind of holds true for all of these. If you ever get told an objective here and you know a nearby, like, oh, you need to get to Arlington and you're in DuPont, well, you can take DuPont south to Metro Central and then head west along that to Arlington, and that actually is a completely functional method of moving around in the DC ruins. They never actually explained that to you in game. It's just something you have to kind of figure out, and it's something I didn't know until very recently. And it makes navigating the game that much easier if you actually understand how the Metro map works. Otherwise, you're just kind of following your quest markers, and especially when you get into the metro stations, because of the interconnected tunnels, the quest marker can get a little confused and send you along some really, like, suboptimal routes. Also, I'm going north, aren't I? I just said I want to go south. Going the wrong way. Here I am saying how easy it is to navigate if you know what you're doing, and then I start walking the wrong direction. Well, let's just clear these idiots. Oh, that's a roamer. He's actually got some armor on, so he's going to be a little tougher. There we go. Okay, we're good. There's like a slightly tougher ghoul variant there, but it still goes down without too much of a problem. That said, what did this get me? Ooh, a laser rifle, bobby pin, and some crappy leather armor that I don't really need. I don't think I actually have any fusion cells right now, so I can't actually fire that laser rifle, but that's okay. So yeah, we want to head south. South down here until we reach the next station should get me to my destination. And you can even see there, southbound to Tenleytown Station on the little banner on the tunnel. Okay, one shot to you, one shot to you. Oh, that was a good one. Ooh, I can see a ghoul around the corner there. That's giving me a little sneak peek. However, laser pistol and energy cells I can use. So if we want to take a look at some laser weapons, I just got one I can actually use. And this looks like a nice little stash right here. I don't suppose they happen to have any microfusion cells. Lying congressional style, not bad. Fission batteries, empty locker. Take a peek up here. No, nothing. Alright. Well, you little... There we go. Got him. Okay, this tunnel's collapsed, so I'm not going that way. Can I do anything with this? No. Does this explode? I want to say these explode if you shoot them. Yeah. I think I was like, I remember that. Let's head on down. You know what? Screw it. We'll show off the laser weapons. I don't actually have... There's a mod you can get that's a really common one. A lot of people like to use called EVE, Energy Visuals Enhanced, that improves some of the laser visuals, and particularly like when you incinerate an enemy into an ash pile, it looks a lot nicer. I'm not actually using that mod right now, so we're just using the basic like bone stock vanilla laser effects. It'll be fine. We want to keep heading south, I think, until we hit the next station. So keep following this line on down. Following the red line. Oh. And in the distance, looming in the shadows. Okay, there's several rad roaches here, which is not great. Rad roaches... You see, there's something else here that I'd be much more concerned about. You're supposed to see these rad roaches run past you and down the tunnel, and then they get killed by the super mutant, which is sort of Bethesda's little way of, you know, for most players, this is likely going to be the first super mutant you see if you're just following the quest objective. And it's kind of Bethesda's way of showing you that, like, okay, you've been fighting rad roaches and, you know, feral ghouls and whatever so far. This is something much worse. Because it'll dispatch... Oh, there he is. He's fighting off a bunch of ghouls right now. So you can see, yeah. The looming figure of a super mutant in the shadows at the end of this tunnel. And just absolutely cutting down some ghouls with, I mean, like, almost no damage to itself. So the game's warning that, like, you're starting to get into the real territory here. Admittedly... We've got reasonable gun skill on a well-repaired hunting rifle, so one shot to the head and down he goes. I'll take the frag grenade. We could take his nail board, too, if we want, but I feel like I'm not really going into melee on this character, and my current hunting rifle is going to do more damage than a board with a nail in it. Miss. Miss. Let him run to me. We'll just peg him. Then I one-shot him. Yeah. Well, we're a little more prepared than I need to be. I'm a bit on the squishy side at the moment, but we're going for kind of a glass cannon build, I guess. I can do a fair amount of damage, but it doesn't take much damage to put me down. I should honestly look for some better armor if I were continuing this player. Priority would be looking for better armor. And then next priority would be looking for some more health and endurance and stuff like that. I think we're good here. I can't stream for super long today because I do need to sleep before work, so I'm probably going to be wrapping it up once we get to the Fat Man. The goal here is going to be get to a Fat Man, launch a Fat Man at something for fun, and then call it apart. And you aren't hostile, are you? Okay, no, we're good. The exit to my station is coming up right here. It's approaching nighttime, which is a little concerning, because if you thought it was dark in the tunnel at night, you should see how dark I made it in the ruins at night. Preferably a rad roach. I did, another mod I installed. These street lights actually having a, like, glow cone coming off of them that actually illuminates the ground. That's a mod. Normally there are no lit up street lights in the downtown ruins. I know that, like, where's the power coming from? But I think it just looks cool. Particularly if we, like, wait until it's actual nighttime, and then the only light you've got is these, like, flickering street lights. I love how this looks. I think this makes the downtown ruins look so much more intimidating and just weird. Like, you don't know what you're walking into here. And then every now and then you'll see, like, an enemy walk through the cone of a street light, and you're just, it makes it so creepy and unsettling walking around the downtown ruins, which I love. So that is another one of the mods I've got installed. But like I said, most of my mods are pretty light. Nothing super gameplay changing or anything like that. Just some, like, minor graphical tweaks, some bug fixes, the one that makes the gate open at Megaton, that kind of stuff. Light little stuff like that. need to go that way. However, I believe that if I take a few steps forward here, a bunch of super mutants are going to appear and start attacking. And a fight's going to break out in front of me, and it's generally going to be a bad time. Unless maybe it isn't. Possibly we haven't triggered the quest that would cause that to happen. Ah, there it is. Meet your first introduction to the Brotherhood of Steel. Cutting down a super mutant ambush with effectively no trouble.
Looks that way.
Must be a tourist. You guys all good? Okay. Hi, Sarah.
Look, I don't know who you are, but you don't belong here. The super mutants have overrun our brothers at the Galaxy News radio building, and we're headed there to back them up. You can tag along if you want, but keep your head down and try not to do anything stupid.
Thanks for the assist.
You've been living under a rock? This is DC. The entire city is crawling with super mutants. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Do you looking for any recruits?
That's a negative. We've got too many local conscripts as it is. Most are undertrained and too damn trigger-happy for their own good. Our very own Initiate Redden is a sterling example.
Okay, well, you going to Galaxy News?
There aren't a lot of safe places in the ruins right now, but the Galaxy News radio building is sort of our port in the storm. Unfortunately, the building's been hit pretty hard lately. We're their backup. So if there are no more questions, we really need to move out.
Got it.
Watch yourself out there.
Okay, sweet. So we're actually heading to Galaxy News Radio, and if we just kind of follow along, they'll help out. They'll help clear the way. We've got a wounded Brotherhood member over here. Oh, apparently a dead Brotherhood member. He's slightly more than wounded, apparently. I also have, he's wearing some power armor, but I unfortunately do not have the training to use power armor, so even if I picked it up, I would not be able to equip it. Let's see. How are we looking on ammo? Don't nuke the Rad Roach. Use it on her instead. I think she might be essential, but I can.
Just a stray we picked up. The one that blundered into the uglies over on 42nd.
Welcome.
All right, it's the usual drill. Redden, you just do whatever Paladin Vargas says and keep your mouth shut. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Redden's one of the ones wearing a helmet. Vargas has decided to ditch his helmet today, despite the helmet sitting on the ground just over there. Terrible plan. We're good. Uh-oh, that car is about to explode. Sarah, you might want to back up. Ooh. Okay. A little bit of radiation building up. It'll be fine. Unlike Fallout 4, it does not decrease my max health. It's, once you hit certain checkpoint levels of radiation, you just start taking stat penalties. Early Dawn Elementary. You know what? I'll just start snagging some of this junk here. I don't think I need the repairs right now, so I probably won't pick up the extra rifles. Are you guys good? What are you all shooting at over here? I'm just gonna kind of let the Lion's Pride clear these guys out for me. They'll do a good enough job. Hope they don't mind me just kind of like stealing all the good stuff. Like here, boom, got my assault rifle nice and maxed out. Grab this. Grab this. Okay. And welcome to GNR Plaza. Oh, that's a super mutant brute. Okay, that guy's a little tougher than the other ones. We might need to be back up a bit here. Okay, they're heading in. I'm gonna heal up a sec. This is totally fine. Okay. Brotherhood's moving in. They're taking care of some people for me. Everything's going down nice and quick. I'll see if I can help out here as much as I can. Okay, beautiful. The dead Brotherhood member right here is who I'm looking for. Because this fella has what we need if we want to launch a mini-nuke. And we're going to have one primo target for a mini-nuke coming right up. Alright. The Fat Man Nuke Launcher. This thing is a monster. For comparison, I don't actually have the skill that you would need that governs this gun. Your weapon skills in this game, for a reminder. You've got yourself small guns, which handles any small conventional firearms. You've got yourself explosives, and you got yourself big guns. I believe this is only for like mines and grenades. I don't think that this counts for the Fat Man. I think Fat Man counts as weapons such as Fat Man. Yep, this counts for big guns. Big guns is one of my lowest rated skills right now at a 13. My hunting rifle has been doing 17 damage a shot. This does 483. So just a slight increase in damage. And it would go significantly higher if I had, you know, invested in big guns. But you don't run into too many big guns at the start of the game, and, you know, ammo for them can get a little few and far between, so I tend to not start the game with big guns. Things to be cautious, though, of. Oh, there you go. There he is. That's a super mutant behemoth over there. They're quite big. For comparison, if you look down when I go into VATS, you can see his health bar there, and it'll normally, if I like go over to Paladin Vargas, you see the flashing bit? That shows how much of his health I would take off if I fired this shot at his head right now. So his head would take off about, I don't know, a quarter of his life bar or so, maybe a third. Firing into his chest would do about half that much damage. Firing the hunting rifle at the super mutant's legs does so little damage that it doesn't even showing, or the body even, so little damage that it's not even showing the bar flashing. I do get one flashing bar worth of damage reduction if I fire directly into his head. However, if we flip myself over to Ye Old Fat Man and pull out a quick thing here, there we go. That's looking more like what I want to see. Let's go ahead and aim. Is the right arm that I'm getting a good aim at? Yeah, aim for the right arm. Let's get him. Okay, we got him. 2 nukes and down he goes. This thing is a monster. I love it. We might have killed some Brotherhood. Oh no, he's good. Jesus. Nice job, Vargas. So much better without the green filter? Yeah, it does. It makes a big difference. I'll take those. Yeah, why not? Missile, why not? Railway spikes, why not? I got a stealth boy on him. Cool. Yeah, no, you take that green filter off, you apply some texture mods, and, like, honestly, still not a bad looking game. Like, sure, some of the individual, like, if you get right up and shove your nose up against the texture, it looks a little muddy. But, like, you take a few steps back and just take in the big picture, and, like, especially the, you know, the visual effects, like fire off a mini nuke like this, it still looks pretty darn nice. Like, even some of the you know, special effects, like here, we'll fire off into this car a little bit. Let me blow this thing up. There we go. Come on. Beautiful. It's just beautiful. Apply the orange filter, then it'll be a masterpiece. Yeah, the New Vegas effect. I actually have the similar thing for New Vegas that removes the color filter in New Vegas, just because I find it to be a bit much. It's just a little over the top for my tastes. Overall, though, I still think the game looks pretty darn good for a game that's... I don't even want to know how many years old this is now. I think this came out in 2008? Maybe? Somewhere right around there? So what does that make it? 16 years old? Oh, God. Oh no. That is depressing. But yeah, I'd still say it looks pretty darn nice. Like, I quite enjoy playing this. Car explosion looked a lot cooler than the rocket explosion. That's true. Car explosions in this game are phenomenal. If you can find like a good parking garage that's just covered in cars and set them all off in a big chain reaction, oh man, it's a good time. Oh, that one doesn't have an engine. I think that one already exploded. Yeah, okay, these ones are already all blown up. Can't do anything else with them. Oh well. But yeah, we'll be doing a full series of this at some point soon. I think once I finish up Xenoblade, or if I can't get my capture card working at all, I'm going to keep playing with that like tomorrow to see if I can get that working. If I can't get it working, we'll just jump into a series of Fallout 3. I'll make a new character and we'll do a slightly more serious playthrough where I'm actually, like trying to follow the lore and the plot and, digging into some of the dialogue options and playing, exploring this game a bit. As I think, E-Master here mentioned, I've played a bit of Fallout 3. I've put several hundred hours into this game. Like, I know this game quite well, but it has been a long time since I played Fallout 3 mostly vanilla. And I'm looking forward to that. Like, this is a great game, and I've been playing it modded, like heavily modded, for so long now that like playing it as a vanilla game is bringing back a lot of the nostalgia and just the fun of playing this game from when it 16 years ago. Oh god. What games came out in 2008 and compare it to that? Good question. It didn't come out in 2008. I have no idea. One sec. Pop over to this old thing. Let me look at the 2008's top games of 2008. Now I'm going to say right now, Fallout 3 does not visually hold up to a lot of these because it was never about the graphics, it was about the scale. We're looking at GTA 4, which, yeah, looks stunning. Gears of War 2, also a very beautiful looking game. The original Dead Space, Metal Gear Solid 4, Left 4 Dead was apparently that year. Mario Kart for the Wii, Fable 2, Devil May Cry 4, Resistance Fall of Man 2, or I guess it's just technically called Resistance 2. Wrath of the Lich King was 2002 or 2008 if you're looking at that. So if you've been playing World of Warcraft Wrath Classic, that was comparative to this, or contemporary to this, I suppose. Galactic Civilizations 2, really? That was 2008. I thought that was Sins of a Solar Empire. Oh my god, we're starting to get into some real. I didn't realize Sins of a Solar Empire was that old. God, this is depressing. We're exiting out of this list. But yeah, there you go. That's the most of it. Like I said, the mod list I have is pretty light. Just main one is like Iron Sights, the Megaton Gate opening and closing, the removal of the green filter. For the other games, not by much. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's also, this has the scale of a Bethesda RPG like Skyrim, and that is something that you kind of start sacrificing graphics when you're getting into that, because if you're going to have that big of a world with that many assets and this much going on in it, and the sandbox element, you do start sacrificing some of the graphics to accommodate that. But yeah, this overall I'd say still holds up pretty well. Trying to think of any other mods that I didn't really show off at all here. I don't think there were any, but yeah, we're keeping it pretty vanilla for now. Let me, real quick, just to show off what I said when I meant it gets dark at night. If we pop outside here real quick, and I just zippity-doo-dah on ahead to late evening. Also, this is also running on the engine that Oblivion used. Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, which came out in, I think, 2005. So the engine this is using is from 2005. So a much older engine. Yeah, here's how dark it gets with my mods at night. You can't see. Like, don't expect to be able to see what's going on in front of you while wandering around at night with the mods I've got installed, because I like it like this, because this is how dark it would actually be. Like, it's supposed to be basically impossible to see anything. And then turn my flashlight on, I can see a little bit ahead of me, a little bit of light around me. See where we're heading. It makes traveling at night a conscious decision. Like, you have to think about whether or not you want to travel at night. Actual horror game. That is genuinely what I was going for when I chose this mod. I love how this looks. I love the feel this gives me of like I can't see what's coming up in front of me as well. Like I can just barely see something moving up there, but I don't know what it is. I think from game knowledge, I know that it's an Enclave Eyebot, but I can't see that. Deathclaw charging at you out of the dark. Yeah, like there's an Enclave Eyebot that just appeared out of nowhere in front of me. I should be safe from a Deathclaw around here. It would be very unlikely that I run into a Deathclaw out here, but... And then you can see, if I can head a little farther this way, that that mod I added that adds the streetlights. It's so impressive looking when you're walking around at night, and you come around a corner and there's like, okay, there's a building here with this glowing sign. Like, okay, what have we got? Oh, these streetlights burned out? Oh, I thought these streetlights worked. These ones might be burned out. Uh-oh. Well, I thought I had working streetlights at this building. Apparently not. Uh-oh. Flickering sign. Yeah, the little spots of functioning light stand out so much more when it's this dark. And it'll really draw your eye and make you be like, oh god, what's that over there? Because I wait for like an hour. No? Sign not want to come out? Okay, can't wait because enemies are nearby. Well, I thought these lights worked. Maybe they don't. Maybe it's random. Maybe each night it randomizes. Let me try something here. Let me wait till like here. Because yeah, there's supposed to be some street lights that kind of flicker in and out around here. And again, it just makes for a very impressive looking area. Go to about, say, here. There we go. Okay. We got some street lights around the red rocket over here. So you can just see that glow kind of like... I wouldn't be able to see an enemy if they were standing on the far side of that pool of light, and then they'll come into view going through the light. And it's like, it just makes it so much cooler looking. Like just that one illuminated building against a sea of nothing is such a cool visual. So yeah, there you go. That's the basics of what I'd be looking at if I do a Fallout 3 playthrough. Is this very, very light mod set that I've got. Yeah, atmospheric is definitely what I go for with this game. Fallout 3's like wasteland and desolate environment is the most atmospheric wasteland of any of the games in my opinion. Like even better than New Vegas by a long shot. Ooh, like look at that raider walking through the window right there. How stark that is. I love that. Like you just every now and then you'll just see something that's like, oh, I see movement. That's trouble. Just real quick see. We kind of skirt around here. It almost feels like Stalker, and like that's awesome. Fallout should be more like Stalker. It's one of the things I loved about Fallout 4's survival mode is it kind of gave it back this like eerie, dangerous feeling that this has. Where did that raider go, by the way? I saw them walk past the window once, and then they just kind of like turned the corner and left, apparently. Alright, that's fine. I'm sure I'm not having a raider sneaking up on me at this very moment, but we're going to call it a part there. I will be back. Probably, if I can get my capture card working, I'll probably be back tomorrow night to do some Xenoblade, because I really wanted to pick up Xenoblade and try to finish that up. If I can't get my capture card working, I'll post on Twitter to let you guys know what's going on with the plan for that, because I'm going to have to figure out something I can do to replace the capture card or get that working again, so that I can hopefully... Oh, there's that raider poking their head back around again. So that I can hopefully continue Xenoblade in a hurry. If not, I'll have to find a way to replace the capture card completely, which will be a bit of a problem. I have not added the emote yet. That's true. TechnoGhosty was very kind and was able to make me up an animated emote, which I'm very excited to add. I'll probably add that. Do I want to do it just mid-series? I might do it at the start of the main proper Fallout series. So what I'm planning to do is wrap up Xenoblade, which is going to be like I'm thinking maybe I'll try to add it for the finale of Xenoblade. I don't know. We'll see. Xenoblade should only be a couple of more parts, I would think. I think we're getting pretty darn close to the end of Xenoblade. Like, there's not much left to see in that. I would estimate no more than 3 or 4 more parts. And then there's the DLC, which I should probably do right away, which is maybe 2 parts. So I'm thinking maybe another like 2 weeks worth of streaming once I get the capture card sorted out. And then once I finish that, I'll probably just go into a stream of Fallout, like a playthrough of Fallout 3, because I'm really enjoying playing Fallout 3. About 2 to 3 streams. Yeah, I'm thinking like Xenoblade's probably looking at like 4 or 5, maybe. I've never played it before, so I don't know. I actually don't know how many streams it's going to take, just because I've never actually beaten the game before. But I know how many chapters it is, and I know that I only have like 3 chapters left, and it seems to have been about 1 chapter per part-ish. So I'm thinking it'll be maybe 3 or 4 parts to finish the series up, and then the DLC I've heard is about 8 hours long, so that should only be like 2 streams, maybe 3. Shouldn't be super long left, and I usually try to do about 3 streams of it a week when I'm streaming it, so I'm hoping about 2-ish more weeks left of Xenoblade, if I can get my capture card working. Fingers crossed. If I can't, I will just jump straight into Fallout 3, and we'll just start a new character, and we'll do a full playthrough of Fallout 3 until I can get the capture card sorted out, and then we'll interject Xenoblade. 4 total of them, including DLC. I'm thinking 4 to 6, somewhere in that range. I honestly don't know. 4 to 6. I usually do about 4-hour streams, so 4 to 6 streams total for wrapping up Xenoblade. No idea. Maybe it'll be longer. Maybe it'll be 30. I have no clue. The game's been phenomenal. I've been really enjoying it, so I don't want to rush it. I want to try to see as much stuff as I can in it, because I have been thoroughly enjoying the game. But yeah, after Xenoblade, or in place of Xenoblade if the capture card is just dead, we'll be doing some Fallout 3 to fill that in, because I've been really looking forward to just playing a game. Like, as much as I'm enjoying playing Xenoblade, which is a brand new game that I've never played before, I kind of want, like, with how stressful my life has been recently outside of streams, because it's been unfortunately extremely stressful, I will probably do something that is just like kind of a comfort game for me, like something that I find relaxed, like an Old Faithful, something I can sink my teeth into, that I know like the back of my hand, that's just a fun, relaxing, enjoyable game. And like Fallout 3 is absolutely that game for me. I love Fallout 3. I did Morrowind last time I was getting into that state where I was just feeling like really burned out, and like life was kind of getting me down. And I think at the time I was playing Darksiders 2, and I was enjoying it, but not that much. And I was like, man, I'm just getting burned out here. And so I picked up playing Morrowind, and I had a blast. It was one of the most fun games I've streamed. I had a super great time playing through all of Morrowind. Ended up doing the full game, going back and doing all the DLC a little bit later. And I was like, you know what? I do want to do some more of the Bethesda-style games, because I do quite enjoy their RPGs, and Fallout is one that I'm looking at. I would also at some point... not as my, like, I need to relax and unwind stream, but at some point I do want to do a full playthrough of Fallout 1 and Fallout 2, because I've never actually done that. I've watched full playthroughs of both of those games. I say full. I've watched people beat the game. I probably haven't seen all the side quests and content and extra stuff. And I've played the beginning of Fallout 1. I think I've done like Vault 15, all the quests in Shady Sands, and then I've made it down to Junktown. I think that was about as far as I ever gotten it. I never really got very far. And then Fallout 2, I did like the Templar Trials and some of the stuff around Arroyo, and that was it. I don't even think I made it out into the Wasteland. That was probably my favorite games of all time. They're great. I love them. I've from what I've watched and seen of them, they look amazingly cool. They have a very rough opening. There's a learning curve for sure. And because I don't have the nostalgia factor and I didn't play those games back in the day, it's a little rough getting into. But I feel like I want to commit to it. I know, like, once you get a little farther into the game and you got some better weapons and your skills are built out a little bit more, it gets maybe a little bit easier. LOR and LobCore. I don't know if I know what either of those are. LOR. What would LOR be? I'm not sure if I even know what LOR would stand for in video game terminology. But yeah, I've been meaning to do Fallout 1 and 2 at some point. They'd be super fun to mess around with, just as a fun, like, dive into them and check out. And honestly, I would really like to play Fallout Tactics. Because Fallout Tactics, I think, is a super underrated game in the series. I think it holds up right alongside Fallout 1 and 2 as far as the plot and the world building and the story it has. And for some reason, everyone just forgets it exists. It is just the Fallout game that, like, time has completely forgotten. And, like, Bethesda's been using a lot of elements from Fallout Tactics. Like, they've never, like, officially acknowledged it as canon, but they've been bringing elements of it back in Fallout 4 and Liberty of Steel. Or, not Liberty of Steel, I was saying Fallout 76, with, like, the Broken Steel and all the extra stuff they've been adding there has been tying elements of Tactics in, and it's super cool to see. I'd love to go back and give Fallout Tactics a look, because I've never beaten that one either, and it would be a fun one to kind of dive in and give people a chance to see, because I feel like nobody played Tactics. Like, Fallout Tactics is just a game that fell off the map. Library of Ruin. Don't worry about it. No, not familiar with that one. But yeah, we're going to call it apart there for now. I'm going to go get myself some sleep before I have to work today. I will throw out the, if I can remember how to type here, not at, that's not the social media links here. Twitter as well, post any updates about like what I'm planning to stream or when I'm streaming it. For example, I will likely be posting any updates on whether or not I can get my capture card working, so you know what's going on with that on Twitter over the next day or so. And then YouTube's got all the old archived VODs. I've got full VOD playthroughs in the playthroughs tab on that YouTube channel of everything I've streamed if it was a full series. In order, if you want to watch through any of that, it all lives on there. The Morrowind series I was just talking about's on there. Metal Gear, we mentioned Metal Gear Solid 4. I did all the Metal Gear games. That's living in there somewhere. God of War games are on there somewhere. I think I saw God of War in the 2008 section. I've done some Warcraft stuff, so Wrath of the Lich King's living on there somewhere. There's a bunch of stuff just kind of living, floating around on that YouTube channel somewhere. If you want to take a look at that ever, if you're bored, that lives on that. But for now, I am going to call it apart and get myself some sleep because I am exhausted. I'm glad it seems to have stopped crashing. Oh, that's one last thing. Did anybody have any like, hey, anything you want to change as far as settings go for this stream? Like volume seemed fine, everything else seemed fine. It's like just so I have some feedback. I'll probably go back and watch the VOD a bit just to make my own mind up. But if there's anything that you're like, man, it seemed like the game was really quiet or the music was exceptionally loud or anything like that, that feedback will be helpful so that I can adjust it before the main one. Capture card is a bit funky for the next 2 weeks. Yeah. We'll see. I would like to finish Xenoblade 2 because I know there's people that are watching for Xenoblade, and I've been loving it. I've been having a great time with Xenoblade. I would love to see how that game ends. But yeah, for now, I'm going to call it apart. I will see you all next time. And again, I will post on Twitter what's going on with all of that. So bye for now. Let's see if anybody's online. We can send a raid in the direction of anybody living online this fine Saturday morning. There is nobody. Everybody's asleep. Also, how's the how's my Helldivers war going? Helldivers is going fine. Fantastic. That's been my time sink lately, is watching the Helldivers stuff. But everything's good for now. I'll let people find their own way, and I will see you all next time. Take it easy for now.